We here at week 2. Florida State got a bye week, but we about to kick it, man. How y'all boys feeling? How was y'all weekend? How was y'all getting back to like just regular life? We can talk about tailgates and some more of that in a little second. But
getting back to regular life. Well,
happy birthday, Larry Young.
Yeah,
I
man,
appreciate that, brother.
First of all, happy birthday, my brother.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Just turned 42 yesterday.
Thought it was your 50th. My bad, bro.
Nah, I just sleep like a 50-year-old, bro. So it was so funny, man. I got back. We took the road trip back, and that's a good little 6-hour ride. And
man, that road trip beat my ass, boy.
I'm gonna tell you, I should have drove because I'd have been more comfortable. But there was points where I was sleeping, and I was like, dog, or like just sitting up there. And man, I got in that car when I got home to drive home. I was like, "Yep, this is 40, dog. My body killing me, man. I ain't even go to work yesterday. My neck was hurt. Like I couldn't turn to the right. I was like, man, my back hurt, my neck hurt. I spent my 42nd birthday laying in bed, taking Advil with a heating pad on my neck. I was like, this is wild shit.
God, man, what is that?
I mean, well, it was a Tuesday too. I mean, I was gonna call my friends. Hey guys, y'all want to skip work?
Drake said it goes up on a Tuesday.
It could have. I would have, but I know the rest of them wouldn't. But yeah, that was kind of getting back to regular life, man, for me.
Outside of your pain and all that, man, give us some reflection of 42, bro. Get people some wisdom, man. What you got?
Jackie Robinson, yeah, man.
Jackie Robinson? I like that.
Yeah, man. I told my nephews yesterday, I was like, man, I'm trying to get my number retired across the league. Damn, just one team. So
I like how you did that.
Yeah, man. I'm looking at I'm definitely on the second half. So the impact that I leave has to be way more than what I've left so far. It's funny, we had a conversation not too long ago. And I think we was in a car riding together, yeah. And it was TJ and Silk was talking about how many haters gonna post the meme of just went to my biggest hater's funeral to make sure he was dead. And I was like, I'm not gonna get none of them. But now I'm starting to think, maybe I do need a couple of them. So I'm gonna start grinding a little harder so I can get at least 5 of those by the time I kick over, man.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta live it real enough, man. If you live it real enough, you'll have some haters, bro. You just gotta this side. Like I just say the fuck on my mind a lot more, man. So people don't like that shit, but you gotta have some haters, bro. If you don't have haters, then you just don't know who they are. Right. No, you just don't know who they are.
No, I definitely have more quiet ones. I've seen little shots, taken on the side. I'll search my name every once in a while. You ain't gotta add me. Every once in a while, I just search Larian and be like, "That's what you said, huh? Okay, cool."
When you start searching your name, that's when you start going down a dark alley, bro. Once you do that, I don't do that.
I laugh at all of it, dog. Because I'm like, well, you could have just added me.
No one care. No, fuck that shit.
Right. Yeah. That ain't good self-care, searching your name and shit in your mentions.
Yeah.
But I get a good laugh. It never bothers me. Because I think it's the most cowardly thing on the planet. It's like, dog, it's the internet. What am I going to do? Jump through the screen? I heard you. I don't even add them or nothing. I just laugh at it.
Man, I had a good week of trolls, bro. I got a couple death threats this week.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Been all right. Getting in my bag, man.
Yeah. Y'all definitely going. You and TJ definitely going to outdo me, man. I just get 5. I know Taylor said he'll be one. My
love is gonna be real, man. Like it's gonna be, and I'm not like I want to talk about it's gonna be a movie, man. The love gonna definitely outweigh the hate. So anybody that does post that at my biggest hater funeral, bro, the love at my shit is gonna be crazy. It's gonna be like when Tupac and Biggie died or some shit, man.
I like it. I like the hate though. That's funny as hell to me. For somebody to be like on this day, like, man, get a life, man.
Happy birthday though, bro. 42, man. How you feeling, CJ? You slept all day too?
Nah, man, I wish I could, bro. But no, I did leave a little early day to take a little nap, bro. That shit caught up to my ass, man. That being an hour behind it, then I kind of left a little later than you guys, and I got stuck in a lot of traffic on 10 going back. It was a lot of no's going back too. There was a couple of accidents, and yeah, there's a couple of accidents going. So I get back about 8 o'clock. So on Sunday, well, not Sunday, Monday. What was that? Monday rather. Then once you get back at 8 o'clock, shit, you pretty much just push into the next day, right? Getting all your shit together before the next day. Long story short, man, that shit kind of caught up to my eyes. I had to leave a little early, take me a damn hour and a half nap today to catch up.
You had the shortest ride, bro.
The shortest ride too, and it was it was the shortest. And that's why I wish I left a little earlier and got out there when it was a little bit smooth on the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that ride
We
ain't bad at all.
We didn't run into any traffic.
Y'all left a little around 7 or so, right? Yeah, smooth.
We hit the road like 8.
Yeah, that's perfect timing.
Man, we wanted. I'm telling you, this is our plan, right? Because I'm an early riser, so my plan was to get on the road like 5, 6 in the morning and start humping it. Falls. So I text in the group chat with CJ. I'm sorry, with Larry Young and TJ. Like, yo, no, he texts. Larry Young text. What time we leaving? I said, man, bright out and bushy tail, bro. 5, 6. Let's get it. Passed out. Went to sleep after that. I wake up at 4 in the morning. I see Todd. I'm putting there. Hey man, can we leave at 9? Like, man, what in the hell?
TJ wanted to leave. That's the crazy part because shit, he was only going as far as going over. He was on the real early.
Oh yeah. He's excited to go to the party. He just don't want to leave that motherfucker.
You know, TJ, that boy, TJ definitely enjoyed the party.
TJ, the party enjoyed TJ.
Yeah, the party enjoyed TJ as well. Everybody won.
The party enjoyed TJ. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh my god, man!
Everybody
Shout out to
won.
my guy, bro.
Welcome to Nolan. Come back anytime. You're more than welcome.
Yeah, definitely.
All he did is leave blessings throughout the city. A lot of people don't, I'm gonna give TJ, he get a lot of flack, man. TJ is a hell of a philanthropist, man. And man donated money.
He loves the people.
Hey, Nolan left with more money than they had when TJ left there. Now, that's a fact.
Man, he took L's until the very last day when we were about to leave, man.
Last second.
CJ, he lost his casino. He won some money at the casino and lost the ticket.
Oh man, he lost
that was the last L. That's the last.
This man had us go back. He had us go back. I'm like, TJ,
go back to the casino.
What, that ticket
to the hotel.
Gone.
Yeah, to
the hotel. I was like, it's gone. No matter what, it's either been thrown in the trash or somebody saw it was a winner, and that's gone. So you just bless the people. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, nice little offering.
Yeah, man, $200 and they ain't spent one.
Hey man, while y'all here, man, we're gonna be hanging out. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe button, everything. All that is free and love. Somebody asked, how was the time with Currency? Bro, Currency rich, so we didn't get really like no quality time with him or nothing. Jet Lounge. Jet Lounge was amazing, man. We do got some future. Speaking this into existence, we got some future situations with Currency for sure, and some more artists. But we had a great time at Jet Lounge. Larry Young took me behind. We were behind the scenes, and Larry Young was leading the way. I thought we was gonna walk into some room that'll get a shot, but outside of that, man,
I took us up to the green room on accident, cuz it was a young lady up there, 3/4 naked. I was like, oh, I think I went too far. Let's go back down the floor. She wasn't tripping though, She was like,
nah, man, she get naked for a living. Like,
that's what she do. Yeah, she just figured out security or something.
Yeah. Look like security though.
I mean, that's one of the perks. I can walk in a lot of rooms and no one asks a question. They just assume, oh, he must be with the band.
You're like a bass player?
No security. I'm still with him though.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, man. We got a tailgate coming up as well. That we had a blast in New Orleans, man. Had a good time. I didn't know that Florida State was running this shit back again next year in Orlando, and Kush House is moving downtown. Camping World Stadium is downtown. Easy tailgate, man. Not be in the sun this time. We can use outside and inside. Next Labor Day is gonna be a movie for that Florida State LSU game.
Oh yeah, man.
And y'all be able to celebrate in the streets after this one because we'll be home
safely, right?
Safely, yeah.
Y'all be able to celebrate safely and responsibly,
right?
But I realized that I hate that they call those neutral site games and they give it like a home and home, so to speak. But Orlando was about 3.5 hours from Tallahassee. Hell, fucking New Orleans is 5 from Tallahassee, so it's pretty much the same in essence in regards to that, man. I just wish we would have did a traditional home, but I love New Orleans and hospitality. We know Orlando's gonna be a fucking movie as well, so I definitely can't wait for that one.
It's a holiday weekend, and man, it's gonna be a movie.
Yeah, damn that. Yeah, it's set up perfect for us. I'm glad y'all going to Orlando.
You put it that way. It is perfect for us overall. Yeah,
for us as a squad, that's gonna be the shit. The indoor tailgate. You know how booming that shit gonna be? Our tagline gonna be beat the heat. Everybody's like, wait, I ain't got to be outside. No, we got some AC in here, dog.
Beat the heat, it fucking works. That humidity and fucking Louisiana is
different. Yeah, New Orleans humidity
sweltering.
Is different.
Oh my god!
And what's crazy is I was told about this like years ago. I had a buddy that a friend that ended up playing for the Saints at one point in time. He was like, man, like this. I know being in Florida is tough, but like New Orleans, like I had to really adjust to the fucking humidity and playing. I'm like, for real, like that's crazy. You wouldn't think that then when someone brought it to my attention, they're below sea level. Yeah, it's just a different type of humidity within Mississippi and Louisiana. They call it the Delta for a reason. And yeah, that shit definitely gets humid, man. I was sweating like a motherfucker 5 minutes within the damn tailgate. Like, yeah, this ain't gonna work, man.
Bro. Telling you, I kept cranking up the car, and people were like, "Hey, man, cut your car off and emissions." I don't give a shit, boys.
Yeah, I'll die back there. You better back up.
Right.
My exhaust pipe, motherfucker.
Right, getting this AC, man.
And the craziest part was like you would get in there, I would get cold. Like, all right, good. I'm ready to go back out here. 4 minutes in, all right, it's hot as shit out here.
That shit was no joke, man. Well, we about to pull up in Knoxville, man. Knoxville, Tennessee. We pulling up for the Gator first Vols game. 100,000 seat stadium they got in there, man. Like Muschamps, I'm ready to see all of them people sad as fuck. Here, I heard that the tailgate scene has a river, some boats. We bringing our visuals, our camera. I know y'all seen the visual work in the content. We're gonna run that shit back. We're gonna get better at it too. That's just our first run on the road with our
shout out Lion.
Shout out Lion, the killer, man.
Fucking dog. Oh man, that boy a sniper.
That's our videographer / photographer extraordinaire.
Man, he understand the crew too. He get the show. That's the one thing about Lion. He get the vibes of everybody in the circle. Harlan said, "Man, I love our media guy, bro." Yeah,
he's a cool cat, man. That is.
This is how I met Lion. Real quick before we get into the show. So I met Lion. I went to a Currency concert about 4 or 5 months ago. At this point, ran into him backstage. We just started talking. He was asking me what the fuck I do because everybody back there was just like really working. I was chilling. He asked me what I do. I told him I do a podcast. Tell him where I'm from. He said, "Oh shit, I'm from Belgrade." And then ever since then, we just been cooling and kicking it. But I met him, a young brother from Belgrade that shoot videography. He does a lot of other stuff too, but he's really great at that. He's just down with the crew, man. Ready to travel with us. We cannot afford this guy. He shoots for Currency. He shoots for Jeezy. Jasmine Sullivan. He shoots for a lot of famous people.
Yeah, AB too. Shot for AB.
Antonio Brown.
We gotta do.
We got some stories about that, man.
So he got footage. He got footage on the Ones Keys. I'm ready to see that shit. Just for us, because I don't think you can put that out. But
yeah, damn, yeah, you're right. You ain't better put that out, man. I wish you could.
I would have.
I definitely
heard the story. I would have put that shit
man, out. Listen, you can kiss my entire ass, bro. After how you did me, yeah, I'm good on keeping anything low key for you. But I understand what he's doing too.
Shout out to the media guy, Lion. So anybody we got a lot of roll-up fans, Stadium Miguel fans that live in Tennessee. One of our producers, Taylor Strange, lives in Knoxville. He helping us out with some stuff, man. Y'all pull up. Hang out with us. It's gonna be a movie, man. We bring some DJ, the vibes, some Gramco products. You know, don't miss
water.
Don't miss the music video. We shoot music videos. Don't miss the.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be as humid as New Orleans, so y'all will be straight on that. And this definitely needs your water, but it's gonna be another movie. I know Florida fans are gonna definitely turn this shit up. They seen what FSU fans did, so they definitely gonna try to up the score a little bit. And then, like I said, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be some Tennessee fans in the area that's gonna hang out too. So that's
we collabing with I forget my man's name right now. We collabing with a Tennessee podcast, so it should be quite interesting, man. Nobody fight. Larry Young may be there, and he may have to act as a bouncer, not look like a bouncer.
Yeah, I don't mind. I like bouncing, man. Pause. That sounds weird, but when I work security, that was always one of my favorite things is to beat people up.
It's bouncing, huh?
No, man.
I said beating people up, man. I like to beat up unruly drunks. That's one of my favorite hobbies.
Oh, drunk people don't think, so you guys smart. I'm like, hey, man, let me holler at you real quick, bro. I got something I want to tell you outside, man. You walk outside the ropes, you let him go first, and you just close it. Oh, yeah. All right, sir, you have a good night.
You're good for the night, man. The worst part I always hated, though, is they want me to get him to close his tab. I'm like, close his tab, man. Y'all going to have to pick one. Like, he can get out of here, but I can't take the man, close his tab, and then kick him out. You got to pick an L, bro. He either going to be in here too drunk, or he ain't paying his tab. But it's hard to get a drunk man to pay his tab and then say, all right, get the hell out.
You got to get that card in the back.
That's true.
All you do is hand him his card.
Yeah, here you go. Bam. I already got it. It's on file, baby.
Put your tip in all, sir.
Right. For real.
Thank you. 18%. You have a good evening.
I'm gonna deal with your ass, man. 18%. One time for the great folks at Graham Code, be sure to visit thegramcode.com. Use coupon code ROLLUP25 for 25% off of all Delta 8 THC products. They have gummies, blue raspberry, watermelon, and fruit punch. Also hard candy coming in tropical orange, pre-rolls, soluble powder that you can put on absolutely anything. Also some sativa products. That S was beating my ass. Also some sativa products that rub on, CBD capsules, whatever you may need to, just for self and healthcare, man. Thegramcode.com, roll up 25.
Yeah, speaking of Graham Code, man, the products are at the tailgate. Had a lot of people come up to me that tried the products, man. This is legit. Love it. Had a partner of mine that came from Tallahassee that didn't know what the hell Graham Code was. Introduced him to Dave, gave him some of the products, and he was a fan of it as well, man. So shout out to Graham Code, man, and shout out to the people that was that indulged within the foolery at the tailgate with the Graham Code products and enjoy the product itself. So yeah, definitely the product is dope. We had people who had no clue what Graham Code was, tried it in regards to what we had at the tailgate, fell in love with it, said they're going to put it within their regular rotation. So man, listen, this is the stuff you really want to get in. So tap in with us, roll up 25, get 25% off.
Oh yeah, we got a sorry, must be 21 years of age or older to order.
Yeah, bro, don't get a sued, bro.
No way. A shout out on Kraken, man. What was that? 12 miles. Was it 12 miles stop? That name of the place?
Oh yeah, my man. At the, that a cool ass venue, man. / bar, restaurant.
Little bar joint, yeah.
It looked like a house. So we put up in the neighborhood. I damn near thought we was pulling up at a house. I was like, "Hey, Uber guy, you got the wrong spot, dog. And I ain't giving you no tip. I gave you the right address." But it was a cool little neighborhood that looks like houses. But as you get closer,
12 mile limit, man.
Thank you.
Great establishment. You go out back to the backyard. They got a nice little cave where you can vibe and kick it and lounge a little bit on some outdoors and get some fresh air. But great hospitality, great drinks, man. We had a good ass time in there, man.
Yeah. I didn't know we went by Kraken though. Yeah, we called it.
That's his Twitter name. But shout out to Ant, man. Gracious host, man. You provided excellent hospitality, dog.
Hell yeah.
No lie, bro. Coming to the NO, man, you definitely made it feel welcome. So whenever you do come in Tallahassee and pull up, gotta return the favor, man, because you showed hella love to all of us, man.
I'm a connoisseur of the highest of weeds, man. My man has some of Cali's finest, bro. I appreciate him. Being known for smoking weed is great, man, because people always bring you weed, man. Whenever you meet up with them and you're going to do shit like this, people want to bring you in their good shit from their weed, man. So my man Ant has some gas, man. Plenty of it. Salute. Man, Big 3 Talk. AP polls drop. Coaches polls drop. We all at with it. Y'all got any reasons? Any grievances?
Tell them to bring me my money.
Yeah.
I appreciate my dog, man.
We gotta get Anthony some stock or something, man.
Ant said, "No, is the northernmost tropical climate in the world. Thanks for coming. Whatever the fuck that means, bro.
Meaning
northernmost tropical. I get it.
Okay.
Like once you get above the equator, basically.
It's pretty much like Florida, though, right?
No, they're north. They're further north, but they got. That's what he's saying. The furthest north. Because they probably just as below sea level as South Florida, but they're further north.
All right, that's a good little New Orleans fact.
Oh, it ain't. Hot as shit.
Yeah, it definitely was hot as hell.
At night, bro. I was walking Bourbon Street, bro, just like
sweltering.
I was taking 3 showers a day, bro. Just
easy
3 showers a day, man. But let's get into it, man. AP poll drop. My Gators came in at 12, man. After being unranked.
That's probably that's probably my most. And ain't no slight against y'all.
What?
I just like you go from unranked to 12 and within 1 week. That's
crazy.
That's just crazy.
No, they got time to really look at their roster and realize they fucked up.
Nah, shit, this motherfucker.
Real shit.
I feel like then I don't trust them to begin with. Like,
that's the case. They fucked the rankings from the jump. But we always say this. I think preseason rankings are a little BS. I do think y'all should be ranked based off that win. Don't get me wrong. Just not top 50. Well, not 12 at that. But again, though, it'll take care of itself. The games will be played. Got to win.
Oh yeah, we finna. Well, after we smack Kentucky this week, they ranked 20. Nobody's gonna have any better
Kentucky's
wins than
ranked
us.
20. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's go through it.
The Kentucky ranked.
Y'all got, and then the coaches got y'all at 19.
Yeah, that ain't gonna matter neither. No, I think they got us
You
at
brought
17
it
or
up.
something. No, I'm gonna tell you why it don't matter, because when we smack
All right, so
Kentucky this week, they gonna fix their shit too.
Oh, I just don't really pay the coaches poll no attention. That's just like opinions to me, like, because it don't really like, it doesn't really add into anything, does it?
None of this shit really matters to the playoff poll.
I mean, but we just
well,
gotta
no,
follow.
I'm saying the AP has a
preseason
lot
polls.
more. I'm sorry, my bad. I was saying the AP weighs in a lot more, I think, when it comes down to the playoffs.
Let's
read
the
coaches poll.
For the people that can't see, let's read it off.
All right, at number 1, they have Alabama, which we all expect. Georgia jumped Ohio State a spot. So Ohio State's at 3rd.
I want to did that shit.
Man, you seen how the boys smoke?
And they beat the shit out of them people.
I understand that, but they beat. I mean, Ohio State won't have a top 5 matchup win though. They won a top 5
but they didn't
matchup.
even cover.
Man,
the shit was huge in the first damn play. 17. I knew they were cover 17. Was 24-10 or something like that?
Something like that. Last year they did a lot though. They covered a lot. So
yeah, I get that, but a top 5 matchup and you win by 14. I think you should stay at 2. But I don't have a problem with Georgia at 2 though. That's here. That's kind of nitpicking, but my bad.
Anyway, all right. Clemson remained at 4.
No,
Michigan's at 4.
Michigan's
at 5.
Clemson.
I'm looking at coaches. My bad. I'm looking at coaches. My fault.
I think that's bullshit too, man. Clemson beat them boys 42-10 now.
Yeah, I don't see how you could push them down. I agree.
Yeah. Texas A&M at 6. Oklahoma jumped 2 spots to 7. Notre Dame dropped 3 to number 8 after a loss. That's fine. Baylor at number 9. USC jumped 4 spots to number 10. Oklahoma State jumped 1 spot to 11 in Florida, goes unranked at number 12.
Who would you put ahead of us?
That's a good question.
11 teams ahead of you. It ain't. It's not that. I know it's not really that I think you guys are bad.
I guess I have to look at the previous AP rankings for the previous week. I this from unranked to 12. Again, you want a top 10 matchup.
After our spot at 12, who do you think is more deserving than the 12th spot? Yeah.
Well, who did Arkansas play? Arkansas played a pretty good opponent.
They played a ranked opponent. They played Cincinnati. Nah, they was ranked, man.
They played Cincinnati.
Cincinnati was ranked?
Yeah, they was ranked.
Yeah, Cincinnati was ranked.
I don't think Cincinnati was ranked. Let me see.
Are they still?
Nah, they was number 21 last week.
But they were?
Okay, I'm about to say, I was pretty sure it was late 20s, yeah.
It's still not a more impressive win than me, but I like it. What else you got?
Who else? Miami.
Miami jumped 1 spot.
Well, you asked who I would rank above. I mean,
yeah, I'll let you say it, but I'm a snicker.
Oh, okay, cool. As long as we're on the same page, I'll put Miami ahead of y'all. Not Pittsburgh.
Why would you put Miami ahead of us?
Because I'm a Miami fan.
Oh, okay. As long as we get that on record.
That's fine by me. I wouldn't be the only one. Why would you put y'all ahead of us?
We're ahead of us. I don't have to put us ahead of y'all.
But why we
got a more impressive win. We beat the number 6 team in the country, 7 team in the country.
7, but clearly they're not number 7. They're number 13 now. Dropped 6 spots.
Yeah, if they would have won, they'd probably be top 5, right? But they got their ass whooped.
They probably would have stayed about the same, right?
Yeah, they'd have stayed about the same. Since Florida was unranked at that point in time.
Yeah.
But I do think that here's my take. We jumped to 12 because I think people see what Anthony Richardson is. He's a difference maker, and I think people got to see our team. The last impression team, I kept saying this. That's why I didn't care about the rankings and us not being in it. Us not getting votes, and we was ranked 30-something. What you said, 31? That 31 shit don't matter now because the games got to get played. And I knew once the games got played, these people were going to see the talent that we had. Dan Mullen quit on these boys last year. The team quit. It was checked out, and that's the last impression. So coming into this season with a new coach, people thought it was going to be a big gap. I thought Billy held his own and looked like.
And that's another point I do want to. That's another point I do want to say. I remember I had the previous take on the pod about Cal being the more experienced coach and Billy being the new coach. I feel like Cal had more sort of blunders in that game, especially down the stretch. So, yeah, that's a good point. Billy did a really good job in his first game. And I feel like Cal had some coaching errors I didn't foresee him having on the previous part.
And Billy's still gonna have some mess ups. Like,
definitely. This first game, he was pretty solid.
He was pretty solid first game. But I just think people just realize the talent that we have on this roster, and it's a lot of people that's gonna get drafted, man, and like high.
Harlan,
And when you have difference makers like that, man, it just changes. And I don't think that most teams on our schedule are gonna beat our ass. I think we're gonna beat most of that shit. A&M, Georgia are probably like our toughest matchups. Outside of that, we should be favored and going into those games, barring any injuries.
I was looking at one of them like FPI total things or whatever. They had y'all still at 8-4 is what I saw today. I think they had us at like 10-2. But like I said, we'll see. All this stuff got to play. Like that's why I'm not a fan of really anything before.
I don't give a fuck about them prediction shits. I definitely don't give a shit about. I'm getting my projections off. Fuck them people.
Let's get the rest of the top 25. Can we stroll a little bit? Let's get the rest of the top 25. We just kind of start around 17.
Yeah, go ahead.
The point I was trying to make is, I don't put a lot of stock in anything pre.
This is good. NC State. My bad. Get your take off, Larry.
I'm about to wrap. Just anything preseason, and I really wish they would move to like a format where they didn't really look at anything until week 4. That's just my
I agree on that. But remember, we said all that shit is about. Even though I think the names will still, say for instance, LSU and FSU, we won't fucking rank, but that name is still gonna be a draw.
It still brought a gang of people out. Yeah,
correct. But I think that's the reason for those BS records is for those for money preseason wise. But I think regardless of, you have a Florida versus a marquee name, it's gonna, no matter the ranking, people are gonna come out to try to watch those games. So I see your point with that.
I think Florida versus Utah, I still think would have been number one, it was in Florida, so they're gonna show up any damn ways. I don't know how well
they didn't rank us. We got a big brand. They didn't rank us.
All right, so we had North Carolina State. They dropped 5 spots, which they should have dropped after that 1-point win against ECU. Wisconsin at 19, Kentucky State, Idaho at 20. BYU jumped 4 spots to 21. Ole Miss dropped 1 to 22. Wake Forest dropped 1 to 23, and Tennessee at 24. Who was the last spot at 25? Houston. Houston at 25. And Florida State received some votes. They win next week against, 2 weeks from against Louisville. They'll probably be in there.
Yeah, we're receiving some votes, man.
My man in my job said going 10-2. He from Tally too, though.
My God, man. You from Tally?
He meant that shit. He from Tallahassee. He meant that shit.
No, I mean, I think we played. We got the ingredients right to compete in any damn game we play against. I feel like our defense line is really good. Defense is really solid. And I think our quarterback can make some plays and we can run the ball when we have to. I know LSU, we'll get to the actual in-game stuff in a second. LSU did a really good job in the run game, but I feel like our defense will keep us in a lot of games. And Jordan Trav can do some things.
Now, if Travis gets dinged up, we still Rottenheimer.
Yeah, no, listen. I guess it depends on the severity. That's what I'm saying. I think if Trav gets like a serious injury, he could be out serious time. I'm gonna say fuck it, we're gonna go with the young guy and let's build the young guy. That type of deal.
Yeah, like let's say he was out. Let's say 2 weeks. Nothing crazy.
2 weeks. I don't know. That's tough. I think even though I don't agree with it, I think they will. Even though I don't agree with it,
kill y'all, man.
I think he would too. But if I don't agree, I think they won't
see that. I don't wish injury on nobody. So.
I ain't trying to go that route at all.
Yeah,
man, KP, bro, I see KP in the chat. You ain't even come talk with your dog on no cap, man. I'm disappointed, bro. Highly disappointed.
Little Cap, my boy. Yo, kiss you, dog. Come in, man.
Right. What y'all got, boy? What y'all boys got for y'all game? I get into our shit a little later. Unless y'all want me to start it off.
I got
real quick. Let's get Heisman odds. Just revisiting the stuff we revisited in the preseason. The Heisman odds right now: Bryce Young at plus 300, CJ Stroud at plus 350, Caleb Williams at plus 600, Stetson Bennett at plus 1600, Will Anderson at plus 2000, and then you have Anthony Richardson. After that, if you want to check back in with Tyler Van Dyke, he's at plus 3000. Anthony Richardson came all the way from 4,400 down to plus 3,000 and like 5th or 6th in the Heisman. I think he's gonna end up in New York, barring any injuries or anything like that.
Well, I mean, that makes sense based on your preseason predictions of being a 10-2 team. I stated on this show as well that I was shocked that more people didn't have him higher in the Heisman race. And I kind of get it just based on
You haven't done nothing yet.
We didn't have the numbers, so I
don't
kind of
blame
get
him.
that.
I just knew what was going to happen. It didn't matter.
Yeah, I was just basing, and so yeah, I understood the same thing. I was just basing it on the flashes of athletic ability that I saw from him. I was like, look, if they can just put something pretty competent on the field, he's going to make some wild plays and be a guy that's going to win games for them. Like, you know, that's what separates a lot of these guys.
And now national media is saying Cam Newton. It ain't Gators saying Cam Newton now, right? When you turn on the internet and the TV, now it's national media making that making those comparisons, not us. But a lot of what Gator fans were saying that we were hearing about in practice and seeing, and it's coming into fruition. We'll see how it all plays out this year, but the kid is special. He ain't Cam Newton. He's Anthony Richardson, but he's very special.
Shout out Fletch, man. She sent me 3 highlights, dog. You know.
Hey, shout out to KP man for the $10.
Bring me my money.
Yeah, that's true too, bro. That's true. That's true.
It was late.
CJ was super late, and your boy KO'd after the win. I'll definitely be on the future. Yeah, it was late.
CJ was in the confetti, man.
Yeah. KP, I was trying to duck them boys, man. Y'all know I go to bed early. I said, boy, keep on playing now.
Yeah.
hey, we'll say y'all boys all right. I said, hanging on by a thread.
Yeah, you did say that directly, specifically. Well, you're right. It was late, bro. But we realized, traveling the next day and stuff. It was, and emotion was still high after the game. I feel like it was pretty for both teams, Florida and FSU. So we feel like it was a little perfect time to kind of get it in right then and there.
Right. Yeah. It was gonna be hell leaving that next morning if we ain't go Sunday night.
We waited
bro.
to 8. And then that means we at 9, pack up. Yeah, we won't hit.
It was gonna go longer. We would have way more callers.
Yeah. That'd have been a show.
2-hour show, man.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's all good though.
But yeah,
more shenanigans on the way.
I honestly think if he's able to stay healthy, I think he could stay in that conversation. I think we would have to go like 11-1 for Tyler to do it. Tyler's not gonna make those kind of plays, like the little jump, twist around, pump fake thing. Like he ain't gonna do that. That was crazy. Like I remember watching that at the bar and being like, "Holy shit!" Like I never seen that. Like I can
Billy
say in all my
years,
I never saw nothing like that.
Billy said in his press he did that same exact move in practice. I'll tell you, he does this shit. Like he does wild shit in practice all the time. So people been just raving about everything he could do physically behind the scenes, but we get to see a little bit of it now.
To me, and I've been a fan of the kid. I remember the first time I just saw him come in as a backup going, yo, who's this big motherfucker? Like, why he ain't playing more? I think y'all put him in like just a few special packages. I think, he's going to have – I can't foresee anybody else having more wild moments. I can't think of, at least. I'm off the top of my head, especially from the quarterback position. I think he's going to just pull some magic out of the head. He's just an extremely athletic kid, so
he got like Vic speed.
He's going to make things happen.
He's like Vic speed, but with like Cam's side. Cam's a big athletic dude, but Cam was a 4.5 guy. This kid can run they think he can get in 4-4, low 4.4, 4.3 range. And for his size at 6'4", 235, 240, that's safety
that's
from
Sean
Utah.
Taylor freak athleticism.
On that 45-yard run, that safety wanted none of this more. He pretty much ran beside and laid down on the turf. He didn't want to tackle that dude, man. We'll see how it goes. But what do you got? You want to start it off, CJ, since you got the bye week?
Yeah, I go again too. Since I got the bye week, can knock it out. Speaking of the game, man, just from I think FSU did their job, man. They pretty much dominated the entire game outside of the fourth quarter, maybe the last 7 or 8 minutes in the fourth quarter. And here's a screenshot from the game at that point in time that Harlan had sent me that I thought was pretty interesting. We dumped, just looking at the box scores, man. It was 9 minutes left in the game. We had 380 total yards. LSU had 174 total yards. 31 minutes of time possession to their 19. So we pretty much dominated LSU up and down that field. We gotta clean up things as far as finishing games. That's one thing we gotta do, learn how to do, putting opponents away and finishing games. We're still in the process of we used to lose close. Now we're winning close a little bit. So I see the progress in regards to that, man. But we got to put guys away when it comes to that situation, especially 9 minutes left in the game. You got to close it out. There was some coaching things I thought we could do a little bit better. Mike even addressed that within his press conference. Jordan Travis is Jordan Travis, man. He was fucking amazing that game. Jordan Travis did what he had to do. And I said in the game, I know we ran the ball a lot. I said the previous part, we ran the ball a lot against Dunkeese, but the game was going to come down to Jordan Travis and Jordan Travis doing Jordan Travis's thing. So Brian Kelly said they missed 16 tackles on Jordan Travis. He missed a lot of he made a lot of cats miss within the backfield. In the progression I saw from him that he did in the past, like he would take off in a lot of those situations. When Jordan Travis was moving within the pocket, his eyes was downfield still, making throws downfield. And that shit really impressed me. I think our receivers going to have a lot of opportunities for that fact, due to the fact that with the pass rush, not a lot of guys really going to get to Jordan Travis, and he's now looking downfield to make those throws while he's scrambling. So that's going to open up a lot of things. His numbers could have been amazing if our receivers would have caught the ball. I feel like our upside our receiver room is very high. It's a lot better than last year, and you can see now just from this game to the past, it was a lot more playmakers on the field as far as receiver. But we got to be more consistent with catching the ball. I know.
Case of the Canes, baby. Case of the Canes.
Yeah, the potential is crazy, and you seen it. Because, I mean, how can I put this? Pokey was our best receiver last year. Probably best receiver this year, but he was our best receiver by far last year, while he still needs some shit to work on, and other guys just wasn't on his level. So we got other guys within that room that can make a lot of plays. Like a Pittman, for example. He made some plays. We had a couple of drops. Johnny Wilson, of course. So Deuce Span, he was another guy. You guys seeing his speed a little bit off the edge. So the weapons are there receiving. I feel like that's what Mike opened up the playbook a little bit. But we got to be more consistent catching the ball. So if that's something we could do moving forward in the season, I think the receiver room will be okay, because Jordan Travis could have 300+ yards, like 4 touchdowns against LSU easily if we caught the ball. He was really precise and accurate in his throws, a lot of touch. Defense line is dominated their offense line. I felt like that'll be the case. 4 of those guys got drafted last year. A lot of those guys brand new. Like I said in the previous part, the most experience was a FIU transfer and an FCS transfer within the offensive line. True freshman at left tackle. And Jared First just had his fucking way with those guys. He did what the fuck he wanted to. That's another point I want to get to. Jared First, the sky's the fucking limit. He's him. He's that guy. I know people talking about comparing him to Jermaine and stuff like that. He's not Jermaine just yet, but he's definitely going to be on the right trajectory. I feel like with Verse rather, all that shit is just raw talent, right? He's just bull rushing those guys, using his speed and athleticism. Once he actually learn how to be a pass rusher, learn moves, get more polished within technique, that shit, he's going to be a fucking dog off the edge. So Jared Verse, we have one of him. I think overall the defense played really well. Those last 2 drives are just bad, though, as far as I know we're trying to prevent things, but we gotta tighten up stuff in coverage, especially containing quarterbacks. Jaden Daniels, I remember it was like one point in the game, LSU had 70 rushing yards, and he had 60 of them motherfuckers. So we got to do a better job of containing Jaden Daniels. He was pretty much the only thing they had going on offense. Just evading the rush. We got to get guys to the ground. We got to tackle better. That's the main thing I had within the defense, is just tackling better. But overall, though, man, really good performance from the team. I like how, even though we hit some adversity within the game, those boys still stayed in the moment and still fought and still tried to win the game down to the last stretch. You know, motherfuckers go through the damn motion after they score their touchdown and just let them kick the extra point or whatever. Those guys, you know, still went hard and it paid off for us in regards to blocking the kick rather. Excuse me.
Right.
So I do want to give them boys kudos to that, man. Coming down from 14, you'd be like, oh shit, here we go again. You can kind of pack it up and be done with the situation. They kind of stayed in the moment and went to the next damn play. So I do want to give kudos to that.
What are the chances? I smoke a lot of weed, so I've been thinking the whole ride home, like how can I fuck up CJ Wynn? So I said, what are the chances that this just like, because I think Mike Norvell should have beat Brian Kelly last year. So what are the chances this win don't mean shit, and that you guys still like turns out last year? It's just a good matchup. And he got Brian Kelly's number a little bit.
No, I won't say that, because we at the same time people talk about LSU's down, but we talk about that blue shit ratio all the fucking time.
No, I'm not saying that like fuck LSU been. Now I'm just saying like, he understand Brian Kelly a little bit. So
I'm saying from a talent standpoint, I think let's break it down. I think we're going to see Clemson. Maybe I don't think we're going to see a defensive line as full as what LSU had anymore. Probably Clemson is the only team that can match up depth-wise what LSU brought us. And I just think from a talent standpoint, the rest of the ACC, from what we've seen this previous week, you know, we talked about it. And that shit look kind of mid. NC State won 1 point against East Carolina. Louisville got blasted by Syracuse. Syracuse could be better, but Louisville got blasted by them. Rutgers beat Boston College, so the shit looks kind of it's available. So
yeah.
So I think we compete in any game, especially any conference game we could compete in, just because we play pretty good defense. And I think Jordan Travis could do some things. So to your point, if that's the case, that would be crazy. But I think overall the team is just better. I think we've got a better team from top to bottom. Tatum Bethune and Tatum Bethune is one of our best portal additions. I know Jared Verse gets a lot of love, but those two are probably like two best portal additions in regards to defense. He was all over the field. I think him and Caden Deloach complement each other very well. Real good 1-2 tandem as far as the linebacker room. So yeah, I think and it was a lot of teach tape shit that we could get a lot better at, man. So I think we'll be okay moving forward. Just gotta take each game, week by week. Don't look forward. Don't get caught to the moment. LSU was a big win. That shit's over, man. Let's focus on Louisville and the task at hand moving forward with that. But that is a good point, though. I don't foresee that, though. I just think we're better overall.
Yeah. Real quick for you slide a little bit further down your docket there. I know the drops was a big worry for me, and I didn't hear as much from you guys coming into the season. With that being said, like now you've seen one game under the belt. Do you think ultimately, because like you were saying, you feel like you'll be able to compete in the conference up and down? You think those drops gonna haunt you on one or two of those games?
It could. I think the boys will get better at it. I think like Johnny Wilson just a redshirt freshman. Like he's a young guy. I think it'll get better moving forward, just maturing and just more reps. But again, that can haunt you, man, because you don't want to leave shit on the field, right? You don't want to leave nothing on the field at all, man. Especially when you got opportunities for touchdowns, rather. You don't want to leave that shit on the field. So it definitely can haunt you in the game. It almost hunted us in this fucking LSU game, right? Leaving points on the damn field. So you gotta short the drops. I'm pretty sure Dugans and those guys are drilling that shit, man. Like you gotta capitalize on opportunities when it comes to catching football, man. That shit is vital. Fucking vital. You know that firsthand, bro. Like it's vital.
Yes,
I got one more take as far as the actual game itself. Now get into a little bit of recruiting. This is Jordan Travis within his last 11 starts. 2,898 total yards, 25 touchdowns, and just 6 turnovers. FSU is 8-3 within those last 11. Jordan Travis is damn good, man. Damn good.
I want to get
much improved.
I want to get one of those NFL draft guys back on, just to get like what they think of him so far. Because I don't know, man. Like he had some impressive passes, bro. And I know we talked about in the past about him being a slot receiver and all that, man. But
yeah, he's probably showing a dime, like NFL throws.
Some shit. Yeah, he's making some throws, man. And looking a lot more like he's not like he's looking to exit the pocket right away.
He's looking downfield. He's really trying to be a passer first and let his running be secondary.
Correct. As the guy that was kind of spearheaded a lot of that narrative, I want to be one of the first to go on record as saying I saw a much improved passer. I don't want to speak on his NFL prospect, but I do think he can absolutely be a legit college quarterback for sure. Like I think just in one game, I saw a much better quarterback than I think I saw last year.
Agreed, man. 100%.
No doubt.
We got our guest here, right?
Yeah, you got Aaron here.
You done recruiting? Let's hang out.
I think we'll swing back.
Yeah, I'll come back to it.
Yeah, I still got to recap my what's gonna get. But I want to hang out with Aaron a little bit while you're here. Aaron,
how you doing, guys?
Hanging out, man.
Good,
Aaron
good.
Gershon.
Gershon, yeah, you got it. Sorry, cut out for a second. Yeah, Gershon, you got it right.
Aaron Gershon, University of Kentucky beat writer for the Cat, Paul's 247. I like Paul's.
Yeah, it's actually we're actually a magazine, a local magazine. We have a partnership with 247, so that's where all the online content comes from.
Gotcha.
But we got a magazine in town and a yearbook every year for football and basketball. So yeah, busy with all that, doing all that stuff. But it's the best time of year, so excited for it.
All right, man. We got a matchup coming up, man. You guys are coming to the Swamp. You got a little bit of situations going with your running back room.
Yeah.
You got Chris Rodriguez, who's probably the anchor of that offense. He's out. Before we get into any Will Levis, what's your Kavasi Smoke is the starting running back this week?
That is correct. Yeah, he's an experienced guy. I mean, he's run for over 1,000 yards in his career. His best year was 2019, but 2020 there was an injury issue. Actually, his now teammate Keidron Smith, who was a defensive back at Ole Miss, transferred to UK, tackled him and broke his rib in 2020. So that kind of slowed him down. And then last year, with the way Rodriguez was going and some of the other guys they had in the backfield, he kind of fell behind on the depth chart. But he's definitely a guy who's got the experience and capability. If the offensive line has a better week.
Let's talk about. I mean, you got what's your running back room look like? Because I know you have injuries and you have somebody that's suspended. And what's the status of Chris Rodriguez right now?
So Chris, it's really, from my latest understanding of it, it's in the hands of the NCAA. He's got involved with something that doesn't necessarily seem like he was at fault in, but there was a lot of miscommunication. It's kind of, I'd just say it kind of goes in with the NIL stuff and it being tricky with taking money where you can and can't. So there's some stuff. He didn't hurt anybody. He's not in legal trouble or anything like that, which is good, obviously. And Chris is a really good person. It sucks that this is happening to him in his senior year. He came back for this year wanting to prove himself a little more, even though he's already the 6th all-time leading rusher in school history. So it's really a bummer for him. But really, the running back is down. Ramon Jefferson, a transfer they brought in from Sam Houston State. He ran for 1,500 yards last year, tore his ACL against Miami, Ohio. And then you had Juton McClain, who's kind of their best receiving back. He went down late in the game. It looked like it might have been a head injury. He's probably not going to play this weekend. So it's Cavassier Smoke and then a youngster in Lavelle Wright. He's a redshirt sophomore who he kind of has a lot of Rodriguez in him. He's not the fastest guy, but he can really break tackles. The problem with him is he just hasn't played much. He played the last couple of games last year as a true freshman. I think he had a 53-yard touchdown run against Louisville. So there's talent there, but there's a lot of inexperience. And then it'll be interesting to see if they slide D. Beckwith, who's a Tennessee transfer from wide receiver to running back. He's played a little bit of both. And then they have a former 4-star guy in Mike Drennan, who's also played running back and receiver. That's an option there. And they're going to run the ball with the quarterback, I think. Will is a really good mobile quarterback, and they don't want him to take many hits because they can't afford to lose him. But he's going to get his chance to run the ball, I think.
I want to go on record as Cavassier Smoke is my new favorite college name.
What a name, right? It's an awesome name.
The Coldest Crawford was up there for me, but to hear Cavassier Smoke tonight, it's definitely top 3, man. What a name!
He's definitely name. First team, all name team.
Yes, sir. I like it.
Dope name. The offensive line. Were you shocked about their play and their lack of being able to control Miami, Ohio last week?
I wouldn't say I was shocked. It's definitely, Kentucky, as you guys have seen, the main reason they've been able to improve and play with teams like Florida is because they have such a good offensive line year in and year out. They're really physical. They're really smart. And those two things are true, but it's a young unit this year. It really is. I mean, you lost 3 NFL guys, and Luke Fortner last year was huge for them at center. You lost Dare Rosenthal, your starting left tackle. You lost your starting right tackle, Darian Kennard. So an All-American had it in Darian Kennard. So
I've seen this story before.
Yeah, so there's a lot. There's a lot to replace. They're really solid at center. They like where they're at guard. It's the tackle spots, which are obviously the reason it kind of got. It looked a little worse than maybe it was. That's kind of what Mark Stoops has been saying this week. But they're moving Kenneth Horsey out to left tackle. He's a guy who's played left guard most of his career, but he's the most experienced guy in the room. So they're hoping that experience pays off at left tackle. And then at right tackle, they feel pretty okay with Jeremy Flax and or David Wallabog, the kid who really struggled at left tackle last week. So they definitely need to be better there. I can't say I was shocked just given the youth. And I think Miami, Ohio, obviously they're not the most talented group, but they're very fundamentally sound. They really know what they're doing with their stunts. They have a lot of guys who've played 5, 6, 7 years of college football on their D line. So it's kind of a, you want to give them a little bit of their credit, but it was definitely concerning. I don't think you come away from that game and say, I feel great that the offensive line is going to handle the swamp this weekend.
How do you think that offensive line matches up with our defensive line? I think at the strength of our defensive line, I think is on the edge is with Brent and Carson. Right. And you guys' weaknesses on the edge. So how do you think they match up?
Yeah, I think inside it's a pretty even battle. Like I said, Kentucky's really solid interior, but Yeah, it's definitely when you see guys like, Brian Cox the week he had and Ventrell Miller, they've got some dudes off the edge. It's going to be tough for some of these younger Kentucky offensive linemen. I think Kenneth Horsey moving to left tackle, assuming that transition goes well, and he's played a little bit there, so it's not like it's a new thing to him. I think that'll help stabilize, bring some stability to the left side. And I think Will, just being such a smart guy and being able to, he's really good at feeling pressure. I think that'll help too. But the right side, I have my concerns with Jeremy Flax, who's just been so up and down in his career. So definitely that's probably the biggest matchup. That's a glaring advantage, just lopsided advantage for Florida. But Kentucky's lucky where in years past, they'd have a quarterback that wouldn't be able to recognize that and wouldn't necessarily be able to work out of that. But Will Levis he's a different beast. I mean, you've heard mixed things about him. Why is he in the first round of mock drafts? But man, when you sit and watch him in person and you get to see him in practice, he's a different cat. He really is.
How if the game got like one dimensional and you guys start struggling with the run game, could Will Levis win this on the road or in the swamp in that environment on just his arm, or do you think they have to be balanced?
They definitely have to have some balance. I mean, they can't, run for 50 yards again. And
Right.
that's you got, like I said, you guys have probably seen Kentucky over the years. It's so crazy that it's gone from one dimensional where they can't run the ball. That's always they've been a great run offense and not a great pass offense.
Right.
So they definitely need some balance. But Will, I'm really bullish on him. I think he's going to be able to make a lot of plays. I just think this receiving core, Kentucky obviously lost Wan'Dale Robinson, who had the best single season in history for Kentucky at a receiver position last year. But they have Tavion Robinson, who had 136 yards out of the slot and played 3 years at Virginia Tech. And they have two freshman receivers who, if you didn't know their age, you wouldn't think they're freshmen, the way they're able to catch the ball, the way that they're on the same page with Will and the speed that Barryon Brown specifically has. So they're definitely going to have to mix in the run. They're going to have to get Kavase Smoke going. They're going to have to, like I said, I think they're going to have to roll Will out and have him run it a little bit. But you have to have balance. You can't win one dimensionally in the SEC, especially at maybe the hardest place to play in the conference. So, but I think anytime you have Will Levis on your team, you have a chance.
Aaron, you brought up Will and want to get to in his draft status and stuff like that. In your opinion, what is his strengths in regards to Will Levis as a quarterback? What are some of the things you see that are strengths that really stands out to you that makes you feel like he's that type of quarterback?
The ball has a different
sound.
Why
are you bullish on him?
Yeah, the ball just I mean, I've been to a lot of these open practices this summer. The ball has a different sound when it comes out of his hand. Even the receivers have talked about having to adjust to catching the ball from him because he throws it so dang hard. He has the velocity he can put on a ball, and it's not like he does that from 10 yards out. He could throw a rocket from 40 yards and put it right where it needs to be. He's a very accurate passer. He's very he just can make all the throws. That's what the NFL guys want. And then his ability outside the pocket is there. The problem is they're trying to limit him a little more last year because he's so unafraid. There's videos of him leaping over two defenders against LSU in Louisville. Like, he's the guy who's just so unafraid, and they don't want him to take those big hits this year. But he'll roll out and run it when he needs to. And the arm strength and the arm talent is it's not something we've seen here at Kentucky in a long time. I mean, past my time, but since, Tim Couch's early years here. We just haven't seen that here in Lexington in a while. And, there's a ton of NFL scouts at every single practice, at every single game with this kid. And it comes down to the arm strength. And I think the two biggest things for him to clean up this year has been decision-making, which if you look at the Miami-Ohio game, it was much better. He did throw a pick. Yeah. But it was more of a miscommunication with the receiver than it was Will just completely making a mistake. So, but if his interception number drops, he's got all the talent. And I think him and Anthony Richardson are going to be two of the top 4 quarterbacks off the board in this year's draft. I think this is as good a quarterback matchup as we're going to see like all year, possibly.
I like that take.
Yeah, I've been saying the same thing. Obviously, different reasons, but I've been as high. I'm a New York Giants fan, and I want Anthony Richardson next year. So don't think I'm all Will Levis, this and that, because I have a ton of respect for Anthony Richardson.
You don't want Tyler Van Dyke?
Nah. I need something exciting, man. I need something more exciting than that.
What about Travis? What about Jordan Travis?
What take for these folks?
I gotta get shot.
I'll take Bryce Young, maybe Will, and Anthony Richardson.
All right. Yeah, I took it straight. Yeah.
No,
no reason.
It is fun seeing Travis succeed at Florida State when he left Louisville and
listen. If my team,
that's why I know you like that. As far
if my team drafted Daniel Jones, I'd be a little, sluggish on a Tyler.
Imagine too, getting to cover Josh Allen and seeing him on the board and being like, "Holy crap, he's going to my team! He's going to my team!" And then they announce Daniel frickin' Jones. You can imagine the. My girlfriend still says that she's never heard
in the same state.
Yeah, exactly. It's just that was one of those.
What did you say? Your girlfriend said what now?
She's never heard me scream that loud in my life. Because I'm not a yeller. I'm very calm, and I lost my shit that night.
I remember watching the Joe Budden clip that went viral too, because he just had his jaw drop like. Oh, how did we do? But he wanted Dwayne Haskins, so I don't know. But,
I just didn't. I really just wanted to let them Eli, because I loved Herbert. And as soon as Herbert didn't come out, I said, all right, just let Eli play one more year. Give him his send-off. You're not going to win anyway. Eli is an all-time great. Let it happen. And then, look at, you got Herbert, Burrow, even two at the time. And I just botched it. So here's to a fresh start here.
Let me ask you this. With Kentucky playing Florida at least a lot more competitively lately, what's kind of the temperature around the program, around the campus, just, going into this game? Like, is it almost rivalry like in the sense of the the campus?
No, man. No offense, Aaron, but no.
I'll tell you what, they're a very business-like team, and I think last week Mark Stoops said it. He was kind of frustrated because this is like the first year where they're coming in and people expect them to be good, right? I mean, they're picked to finish second in the East. They're number 20 going into the year, so they're. Yeah, as we're told. But there's expectations for the first time in a while. And I think kind of going into that Miami, Ohio game, they kind of came in saying, we'll take care of business. We're not worried about that. But this week, I think when Roman Harper came on TV and said they were soft, I was just finishing up with the defensive guys today. They're pretty pissed off right now. They feel like they've been disrespected. And nothing that Florida – yeah, and you got to use that as you got to have something. And I think they understand the challenge that this is going to be. It's been nothing but crazy praise for Anthony Richardson and Brian Cox and a lot of the great players Florida has. But Brandon Cox, I'm sorry. I just think that helped Kentucky have that bulletin board material that has helped them in the past. I mean, whether it was a couple years back, I forget who it was from Florida. I think it might have been Chauncey Gardner Johnson, who said we're going to make it 32 in a row, and that was kind of what they had, the number 32 all over the locker room, and then they won that game.
Goddamn number though, man. God.
Yeah, crazy number, but they used those.
I had never seen us losing CJ my entire life. You imagine that shit?
Right.
Yeah. So they're really good. They're really good at using those little things. So I think there's plenty of respect for Florida. They just feel like they can hang with them. And I think they've earned the right the last couple of years to at least say that. But I also think that Florida is they just haven't had a quarterback like this in a little bit. And that always changes it. When you have a special quarterback, that makes the challenge 10 times harder.
Oh, you calling him special? He is special, Aaron. But how do you defend him? Do you have somebody on your defense that can spy him? Like how would you contain him?
Well, I think what's good for Kentucky is their two middle linebackers are both in their 5th-year starter. So you have Jaquez Jones, who started 3 years at Ole Miss, had a really good year last year. He's back. I thought was the best player on the field for Kentucky last week. And then DeAndre Square, he was part of that game in 2018 at the Swamp as a freshman. He was an all-SEC freshman that year, and he's just been such a steady guy. So you're going to have two guys who have played against, like DeAndre Square played against Trace McSorley, who's a guy that, I mean, I think Anthony Richardson actually is probably even a little better as an arm talent, but their games kind of look a little bit similar when I look at what Penn State had that year and when Kentucky played them in the Citrus Bowl. So they've played against some guys who are really mobile. Maybe not. I think what makes Anthony Richardson so tough is he's extremely mobile, but when you let him throw, he can kill you that way too, where it's a lot of the times it's one or the other. So, but they definitely have some experience at the linebacker position. They have their starting safety, Tyrell Asian's a fifth year as well. So the experience is there. They have this is one of the faster UK defenses that they've had in a while. They have a lot of speed guys. So I definitely think they have the personnel, but it's way easier said than done. They got to go out and do it, even though they have the talent that I believe can at least neutralize and make it a similar tough game like Utah was able to do, and just hang around. I definitely think I don't think this is a game where Roman Harper said it'll be handedly. I don't think it's going to be that. Am I picking Kentucky to win? Probably not. But I definitely think Kentucky's got the team to make it a game and make it, as advertised, which is the ESPN 7:00 slot, a big game.
Nice.
And you got something else for him?
No, go ahead.
What's that?
But I got more, but go ahead, CJ.
No, I get towards this at the end. This is more so a program question, not a game question.
Okay.
I want to ask, do you think, because I know you like Miami, Ohio, it could be a combination of two things, right? I know as a fan, a fanatic, when my offense struggled early, I'm like, we being vanilla, keeping, not showing our playbook. But I do know you guys are having some continuity issues as well. Not issues, but there's some continuity with offensive line, and there's a struggle there. Going on the road, communication-wise, is that a concern for you in the swamp?
I mean, I think it has to be. I mean, obviously, you saw what that crowd was against Utah. That was one of the best atmospheres I've ever seen watching on TV. So
we're gonna run it back.
Yeah, I know it, and I can't wait to be. This is my first game at the Swamp, so I'm very excited.
Oh, nice, man! Yeah, so you're gonna have nice. We're gonna beat y'all, and then you're gonna have great things to say, man. Just like Utah fans.
Oh yeah, no, I saw a lot of that.
Man. But if y'all beat them, we got to have you back on because I want that sound bite right.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, let's see how you talking that talk.
I'm gonna stay quiet for now. We'll see what happens.
That's it.
That's the way it goes at Kentucky right now.
Yeah, I got a quarterback, man. I'm gonna be talking greasy.
Yeah, you do.
They do too,
and we do too. I think it's like I said. I think this could be. I mean, I know Alabama and Florida don't play each other this year, so this has got to be one of the few games until we get to the playoff that you're going to see 2 first-round picks potentially go at it. I mean, I just off the top of my head, I can't think of anything else on the schedule as good a quarterback.
More Heisman moments.
Yeah, exactly.
More Heisman moments, Aaron.
Yeah. I told people before the year he's going to be in the top 5. He's going to be in New York, and no one listened to me. So Richardson, this is. So I have a lot of respect. But
hey man, I'm gonna call my people. I'm gonna make sure you all right, man. I'm gonna get you VIP at Buffalo. I'm gonna get you the whole roundabout, man. VIP service in Gainesville. I got
you. The same damn thing, man. What you got for me?
Oh man, I can't wait to get there. But no, with the offensive line, I really think obviously that's kind of how Kentucky won last year, right? Florida had 8 false start penalties, so you can't let that happen. But I think that we have to see it. They have experience at center. They have experience at left tackle now. The communication should be okay. They got an experienced quarterback, but they got to prove that. And one thing Kentucky does, and I'm sure Florida does when they're getting ready to go to a tough road game is, you walk by the practice facility and the speakers are absolutely turned up to 100 and you got the chomp and you got all the Florida fight songs going. So they're getting ready for it as much as they can. Yep. That's all you hear on the athletic side of campus at UK right now.
For sure. What do you got, man? I think the spread's at 5.5 right now.
5.5.
Correct. What do you got?
I think it's going to be a very close game. So I'm going to say Kentucky covers. I do think Florida's going to win the game. I think the Florida score was 29-26. I think it's right in that ballpark. I think you're looking at like a 30 to 27 type game. I think that I think both defenses are really good, but these are two quarterbacks that are going to be able to make things happen. I think Kentucky's going to run the ball a little bit better just because they were able to move Kenneth Horsey out to left tackle. I do think that's going to help a lot. But, it's just a lot to ask this early in the season. The momentum Florida has, it's hard to ask them to come away and win that game. But, if you're a Kentucky fan, I think given how young this offensive line is, and really Kentucky is kind of known for trying to redshirt freshmen. Like 2019, they redshirted their entire class, and that was a class that has Jake J. Weaver, who's their best pass rusher, has Eli Cox, who's now their starting center and was a midseason All-American before he got hurt. This year, they got 7 starters who are freshmen. So it's really hard to ask those guys to go win at the Swamp right away. But I can tell you they're going to compete, and they're not going to be afraid of it. But I'm going to go Florida 30, Kentucky 27.
What you got, CJ?
Yeah, what did I put in there? Let me see. What I know I put in the chat.
Well, you had that one question you want to get off, or you want to be off?
Oh yeah, real quick. As far as the program standpoint, you guys and I'm a huge Mark Stoops fan coming from FSU, being our defensive coordinator.
Yep.
You pretty much did a 180 in regards to the program, made you guys respectable.
Absolutely.
Money's starting to come in, recruiting is doing well. Just from a program stand, how has it been within the expectations within Kentucky to go from being, hey, we're just straight up basketball school to, hey, now we also competing in football, and we're going to be serious about football and spend some money within the football program.
We got our coaches feuded about that right now. I don't know if you
really?
saw that. Yeah, I mean, there was a whole thing a couple of weeks ago.
Coach Cal, hey, on my boy Mike, come on, Mark.
Yeah, a little bit. Well, what happened was they were down in the Bahamas for their preseason game stuff, and Calipari wants a new practice facility, even though the basketball facility is still pretty new. And he pretty much said, you look at Alabama, you look at Georgia, that's us with basketball. So you brought in the direct competing recruiting rivals and undermined Stoops. And Stoops went on he never goes on Twitter, and he pretty much tweeted stuff saying like, basketball school, we've won 4 bowl games in a row, and you guys haven't won a tournament game. So
okay.
Yeah, it got pretty hot here the last couple of weeks before the season. But the expectations for this program now are higher than ever, and it's really cool to see. I mean, when I first got here in 2017, it was just get to a bowl game, win 6 games, win 7 games. Let's see those guys play in January. Then you win 10 games, and it's okay. Let's maintain this thing, do it again, and they did do it again. And now this year, it's like, as crazy as it sounds, like they're going to be mad if it's a 10-3 season. Like they want to get to a Sugar Bowl. They want to. I'm not saying that. I think everyone knows it's Georgia's division to lose, and a lot would have to go wrong for it not to be Georgia. But man, they expect to win 10 regular season games and have a chance for 11 this year. I mean, it's crazy how the expectations have changed, and it's also just you walk in Kroger Field and it sounds different. I mean, obviously it affected Florida last year. The fans really, really are bought in. And there's no more man in Lexington popular than Mark Stoops right now. Like he could get whatever he wants in this town, and I don't think I don't hear that, man. Yeah, he's the most popular guy. Yeah, they do. Yeah, trust me, people right now, and I think I'm in this boat too. I think people would be more mad if he left than if John Calipari did. I truly believe that.
That's a big
because y'all can get another basketball coach. That's
exactly.
Y'all. Yeah, there'd be 20 guys lined up
for that job. Yeah, Kentucky on that end.
And they could probably still, just given the the momentum they've built, and it's the SEC. There's only 14 of those jobs, I guess, soon to be 16. But they could get somebody, but I don't think it's going to be Mark Stoops. I mean, that's why every year, when Florida had an opening, even when LSU's job came open, it's like, oh, please.
He was on my short list as a Miami
fan. Yeah. And
as a Miami fan, I had him in my top 5.
And he has history at Miami.
Right, exactly. And I always appreciate a coach that can make a lot out of, I won't say a little, but
he made a lot out of a little. I mean, he made a lot out of a little when he got here, man. I mean, the obviously you have a new practice facility now. Their old facility was horrible, and you just look at their roster. I mean, what everyone tells me is they look like an SEC team now. They look like a Conference USA team. before he got here.
Yeah,
and you just see that when they match up against Florida and play well, or match up against Tennessee, or when they kicked LSU's ass last year. I mean, that was an ass whooping. It really was. They out physicaled them. They ran for whatever they wanted, 400 yards, whatever. It's very exciting what's going on here, but I just think there needs to be let's calm down. Let's see what happens this weekend and go for there. And I don't think either way fans should feel that this game defines the season this early. It's just too early.
Y'all finna catch these hands, man.
Shout out to one of our super chats that we missed a little bit earlier. Sorry, bro. Speaking of John Wilcox,
Chance
Poor. Speaking of player names, is UK kicker still Chance Poor?
He is on kickoff. He kicks off. He does not field goal kick. He is the kickoff.
I need glasses. You know what I thought I saw? Chase Poon.
Oh man, that was actually the Chance Poor game.
I like that one better.
Yeah, I'm a full-time beat writer now, but that was my last game I've ever been into that I wasn't in the press box because my family was in town. And I'm a Northeast guy. I'm from the New York City area, so I came here for school and I've been here since. But my dad and brother don't know what Kentucky football heartbreak is like, and they were with me. And 21-10 in the third quarter, with our backup quarterback feeling really damn good. And then you drive down the field, all you need is a 35-yard field goal, and Chance Poor does that. So that one was tough. But no, he is not the place kicker. He is the kickoff kicker. But actually their kicker now, Matt Ruffalo, hit a 50-yarder last week, went 4 for 4. So they feel pretty good. And he's a 6th year. It's crazy how old these guys are in college.
I know with COVID, right?
Yeah.
COVID. So he's 31. He's 31. So he's actually 6 months ahead on his mortgage. Which is beautiful, and 3 children. Right. It's like,
it's unbelievable, man. So they feel pretty good about the kicker spot. And actually, the special teams was their best unit last week. They had the kick return touchdown, a huge punt return, blocked a punt. So special teams, we should be good to go.
Nice, man.
Let's see. We got one more super chat. We'll get off real quick to the homie Chris Sorley. If you're not a gator, you're gator bait. Alligator, and Napier we trust. Cool looking guy, man. Shout out Chris, man. Sure, that's what you say, my boy.
Before you get out of here, Aaron, what's your thoughts of Billy Napier and the offense that they're running? I thought I'm still learning it, right?
Yeah,
I think it's very interesting. What do you think about the offense?
I really liked what I saw. I mean, Billy Napier, I think he was just the perfect hire for Florida. I think they just needed someone to bring the temperature down and, kind of get everyone on the same page. I think Billy Napier's a really organized guy. That's why I can't believe LSU passed up on him when he was in his own state. Yeah, it really is for you guys. So I think they knocked that hire out of the park, and I really like what I'm seeing on offense. I'll be honest, I didn't know what to expect because the offense coordinator is Rob Sale, right? And he was the Giants' offensive line coach last year, and the offensive line train wreck. So I didn't know. Obviously, that was just a product of the players he had, but it's really cool to see what they're doing. And obviously, I think they're just putting in Anthony Richardson in such good spots where, like I said, he could beat you pulling down the ball, and or he can beat you with his arm. And I really think another thing that makes Florida really tough this year is I think they've got 3 capable running backs, and they do a good job kind of spreading the love back there and making you think of what all 3 of those guys are capable of. And I guess the only real question is who's going to step up, outside at receiver. I know the Arizona State kid is pretty good in the slot. But yeah, I like their scheme, and I already like their offensive line. So they're that much better this year, and it should be a lot of fun on Saturday.
Could you believe they thought we were going to finish 4th in the East?
No, I had them 3rd. I did vote for them 3rd down in Atlanta. I liked I didn't really know. Florida was, I always have trouble predicting the new coach teams. So I won't say I thought Florida was going to be world beaters. I mean, I didn't pick them to win the East or anything, but
I'm talking shit. But I get some of the hesitancy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And it was nothing against Napier or anything. It's just, man, it takes time to build the culture. It takes time to have your own guys in there. Right. And we all know Dan Mullen was a lazy recruiter, so you got to let time for Napier to build that thing back up. But to see what they did week 1, I think it definitely you're blind if you don't at least raise an eye and say, okay, they're building something, they're building it the right way there. So I'm definitely bullish on Florida. I think they're going to have a really good year. And as long as Anthony Richardson's your quarterback, you're going to have a chance to win a lot of games.
Hey man, I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna hook you up for Florida, man, in Gainesville.
Hey, let me know.
Yeah.
Get them on. Hold them to that. Don't let them just talk about it, man.
No, let me know.
I'll
be there. I'll be there Friday. I got to pick up my boss at the airport Friday night, so I can't get too rowdy.
Gator fans, y'all go follow Aaron. Show him a lot of love in Gainesville. Hey, just anywhere you go, just tell him you with Silk. You good?
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna give him that.
Yeah,
as a saying, what's the saying, Silk? You ain't a real Gator fan if you don't know who Uncle Silk is. So you got some pull within that fan base. That's a fact.
Definitely, I'll use that. But I appreciate it, guys, and I look forward to Saturday.
All right, Aaron, have a good one, my guy.
Thanks for showing up, man. Appreciate it.
Of course, anytime. Take care now.
Got a couple super chats in there.
We got some more. Oh man!
Right. Tell them to bring me my money.
Yeah.
Making it rain. Reggie B in the building. Reese Henderson. We said, keep it up, fellas, from Duval to Okinawa.
Yes, sir.
I'm tuned in, man. Hey, we international,
bro.
The biggest.
And I like that. I like that thumbnail of you, bro. With the
biggest
sneakers. Yeah, I'm a sneakerhead, man. Salute. Reggie B again, as usual, man. Always showing love. He said, "What's good, y'all boys? Hold the tailgate on the loading ramp. Silk for the people." I don't know what that means. Maybe you know what that means?
Oh, so check this out, right, Larry. We was driving up to New Orleans, and we was just talking about our hoods. I told you our camera guys from Belgrade as well. So he was describing the street he was from. Reggie, he from Fifth Street. So I started describing Fifth Street to Larry and Larry, and they wouldn't get it. They was saying, "Oh yeah, man, a hood is a hood." I said, "Okay, let me find some." See if they got some
favela.
Let's see if they got some imagery of the trenches, man, in Belgrade, bro. It looks like a third world country when you go down certain streets, man. But that's where the loading ram's at, Larry. That's
okay.
What happening at. Larry saying he ain't going to Belgrade with me.
No, sir. No need. God bless y'all. I believe you are. Cool, I don't know, man. Are you still? Because see, this is the thing about me. Like,
it's country, bro. It's just poor.
When my grandparents grew up, in my youth, I had a lot more influence. As I've grown, I've moved away. I don't have that same influence. So I tell people all the time, my cousins might rob me, literally,
right?
Because they don't even know they're my cousin. Because I moved on from that element. So. Yeah, I can't necessarily slide every single place. So if you can assure me that you still that man that guy out there, I'll go. I just gotta know.
They'll fuck with each other before they fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? It's just local beef. Most of the shit that's going on, but if you go there, it's like it's gonna be hospitable, like a third world country. When you go to these third world country, the tour they're nice to the tourists, unless you're tired.
Right.
And then you roll his ass up like a burrito. You know what I mean? Smoking on Pittager pack.
Smoking on that Pittager pack, huh?
Yes, sir.
But it's cool, man. It'll be a good time. Very hospitable town, man. All the glades they're very hospitable. It's just like local shit, man. Local beef is all the turmoil. But
he announced on double fries. No.
Announced what? What happened?
He already announced that he got rolled, so we can go ahead.
Oh, he already told the streets.
He told the streets. Yeah, my homeboy told me. He said, "Yeah, TJ was just telling on the show because he's a Florida State fan about how he got robbed." I said, "Oh, he told." Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. TJ got rolled up, man. They were smoking on that Pittager pack, man.
No,
hey,
man,
don't get caught slipping out there in New Orleans.
The Todd gummies.
The Wolves.
No, I warned everybody, man. Harlan's here, so Harlan know, man. When we got in New Orleans, we touched down. We got right to it. So we went to a brewery or whatever, a distillery shit, a whiskey distillery tour. We did that shit. Came out of there, everybody toasty. I don't like to get drunk, so you know me, bro. I was like, all right, let me turn this shit down a little bit. We go down, ate some food. From there, we go bar to bar to bar. I seen them boys turning up. So I was like, hey, man, Listen, y'all boys don't need to be getting drunk and getting lost out here, dog. Like, I know the drum beating and shit look cool. You know what I'm saying? All the band, all the instruments and shit look cool. Motherfuckers is poor out here, man, and they looking for a lick. So we don't need to be drunk and just moving around. So we had that talk, move forward. That later on that night, everybody started getting separated. Long story short, I told the boys, hey, man, nobody needs to get separated. We need to be together. Drunk, walking back to the hotel drunk and shit. Let's not do that. The following night, Todd broke all the rules.
Every last one of them.
And they rolled his ass up.
It read
Like
his ass.
carpet,
It read his ass. Each one of them damn rules he broke.
Ran them down, man. Tap them pockets, baby. You know what I mean? He lucky it wasn't me. If I'd have saw him, I'd have robbed his ass. He ain't gonna know who it was. I don't know. Oh, what he said?
He talked to you the next day. You got all the money in your pocket.
No. Yeah.
Nah, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, but that's
man.
a real rule for you got to be careful in these spots, man. These tourist spots. People are definitely
prey on
predators in the area that understand that you're gonna have tourists coming in on some amateur hour type stuff and getting a little too loose. And hey, it'll happen in Savannah. It'll happen in Savannah. I promise it'll happen in Savannah. It's happening in a lot of cities.
Can't get caught lollygagging, man.
Yeah. Keep your head on the swivel, man.
TJ called me at 3 a.m, bro. I was in the bed. And listen, I'm in the bed vibing, right? I had my shit on Do Not Disturb. I just happened to roll over and like I'm up by like 4, right? So
it's like a movie, perfect timing.
Bro, I roll over and I see TJ email calling me.
Penetrate at sound at
iCloud. I said, what in the fuck? This can't be good. I answered that bitch. I said, yo, you good? Bro, I just got mugged. Like, all right, that's it. But yeah, man, let's get back to it. What do you guys think about the Kentucky game? What y'all got? What y'all score? Where y'all at with it? What y'all think about the matchup?
I've got it.
I like Will Levis. I do like Will Levis.
Yes, hearing him talk, I think Will will probably be their bread and butter. They got some young receivers, but that running game, if they're not going to be able to get anything on the ground and open up anything on the ground, to make you guys be honest, I don't see it. I don't see them standing a chance.
That with the added young O-line, especially losing both tackles.
Like I told you, I've seen that shit before, man. The same shit.
Both tackles and the center. That doesn't instill a lot of confidence for me. So I actually got this game. I took it at 28-24 Florida. I think Kentucky will, like kind of he said, they'll be scrappy, they'll fight. If nothing else, it's so funny because we talk about fan sensitivity. I did not say this was a rivalry game. I don't consider it a rivalry. I was asking if the temperature feels that way on their side a little bit. You can't be down 32. You can't be down whatever it is, 50 games, whatever, and consider it a rivalry. But they've been playing them close lately. So I still think they'll play them close. I think they'll fight. I think they'll surprise some people. And that quarterback, from what he's telling me, I think it's probably going to keep it competitive in a lot of, down the stretch. But I do think the Gators pull us off by 28-24. I'm comfortable with that score. Maybe something like 31-24. I can see it. Maybe they get one last drive and put a nail in the coffin with a field goal. So I do have the Gators in this one.
Give me 28-27 UK. I mean, not UK, I'm sorry, Florida.
Oof. Well, you got nailed by that. I like that. That's going to be the best game of the week if it's 28-27 for sure.
No, I'm sorry, 28-17. My apologies. I'm tripping.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, woof. I'm ready for this game. We got some money in the building.
I don't want to mix up my scores. I know I put it in the group chat.
Real quick.
34-24 Gators is my score.
Okay, cool. The homie who's always around, Bam, Raw Diets and Pet Supplies. Eating and gentlemen, what happened to all that G5 billion Sunbelt Billy talk? Oh, it's going to continue, especially when y'all get that first L.
They still Sunbelt
at some point.
That boy about to get a top 5. That boy about to get a top 5 recruiting class and all that shit. All that shit gonna be fucking just fool. Y'all can stop that shit. Y'all can get some new shit.
You gonna have to do it. Yeah.
This shit about to turn up a little bit.
And I'm standing on top of the state. I'm gonna stay with
stand
that
on it
because
now.
I already did that. Ain't no sense in me backing off now.
You can't. Yeah, you already done fucking made your bed.
I
One
can,
thing
I
about
can
them
mess it up
beds,
and start over. One thing about
no,
it,
you gotta lay in it though.
no, man. One thing about me is I could wake up and change my mind any given day. That's my God-given right, man.
You done made your bed.
But I'm gonna stick with that. I'm gonna stick with my prediction of best in the state still. I think Billy's gonna make it very interesting. So we'll see how it plays
It
out.
might get interesting Saturday.
Saturday? Who committed Saturday?
We know. I ain't seen nobody committing. We'll see. But Saturday's gonna be running some. So a lot of them people that was there last week in Utah, they running it right back this week. They just like, damn, man.
Well, then they might as well commit then. Quit playing.
That's what it be feeling like, right? We'll see.
We had a pretty good visitor list, but all right, CJ, did you have some recruiting news to get to, correct? Or no, you finished, right?
Nah, this is a little bit of recruiting news.
Okay, I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember since we had
some recruiting news from the game, and then we'll get on some smoke about a commit. But we'll get into some stuff in regards to the game. And Hakeem Williams, he was at the game. Now might as well. He commits on September the 23rd.
Who that? Hakeem?
Yeah.
He ain't coming to Miami.
Oh, we know that. I know where he's going.
Yeah, I feel better about Tyler Williams right now than I do about him. But
that's good that y'all got back into that. Speaking of Tyler, man, he was one of my favorite receivers within this class. That's good that y'all got back in that. But Hakeem spoke on the game. He said, this is the direct quote, he said that shit was electrifying. That was a great game. The Seminoles got way better. Just like the way they played. Their quarterback was great. The receivers, man, Coach Ron Dugans, he's doing his thing with them. And he also spoke about the fans, man. Hey, who side you on, Harlan?
Yeah, he got to use it to get y'all sometime.
No, that was some. Hey, shout out to John Wilcox real quick. Keep that same energy when G5 runs over you. Yeah, that sounds good. One thing about it, bro, we ain't got the same defense line the Mormons got, bro. We ain't got that same defense line. We got a little bit of tougher. Our defense line a little tougher than the Mormons. But yeah, he had a direct quote in regards to the atmosphere and just the people in general as far as FSU fans. He said it was all week. Said the fans made sure they showed Williams love while he was in New Orleans.
Oh, getting NIL handshakes, man.
Oh yeah, he was like that all weekend. He said all of them knew my name and took pictures. Said it was pretty crazy. And also his mother.
To me, dog.
His mother
no doubt.
His mother commented on it also to kind of piggyback when he said, she said, yes, everywhere we walk somewhere, someone was screaming his name or wanted to take pictures with him. It was nice to see them love him so much. So I feel like we're in a real good spot with Hakeem. You put a gun in my head right now for 9/23 when he does commit. I think it's going to be FSU. He's going to commit to the Noahs, I believe.
That's the vibes I got too. I heard a lot about his family being FSU people, even though he's a South Floridian. So yeah, if you ask me to cast a vote, I'm gonna go FSU as well there.
Yeah,
good get. That's a 5-star, right?
Yeah.
Look at Mike, man.
Okay,
that's my 5-star, I guess. Even though I said 0.
Yeah.
As soon as they get him, it's gonna turn into soon.
Right? Yeah, about to say.
Oh yeah,
you
gonna be a 4. They're gonna drop about number 40 in the country.
No. It's gonna be for us. It's gonna be, can you keep him?
Oh yeah, of course, which is fine.
But I think they'll drop him too. Like,
which is fine. We
he going to Florida State. Oh no, he can't be no 5-star. He one half of the star is intelligence, and they're gonna be like, you can't be that smart.
Got time for all these politics they be playing.
Yeah, it's silly shit. It don't matter. Get out there and do your thing.
Blake Nicholson, he announced he's going to come in on 9/20, so we're going to have Blake on 9/20 right before Hakeem, and right after Blake, right after Hakeem, right after Blake, it's going to be Hakeem. So we should have some good news within that week. I love FSU there. I feel like he's going to commit there. Mike also called him directly after the game, man, so that was pretty interesting in regards to Blake Nicholson. DJ Chester, offense. No, I'll get into DJ in a little bit. Let's more so I got a couple of recruiting reactions that I wanted to talk about.
Good.
From the game. Not going to get into everyone, just highlight a couple guys I feel like are pretty big. So Mike Mitchell, this is the Utah running back commit. Excuse me, Florida guy. Me and Silk talked about him in the past. Pretty talented kid. Once he gets his grade situation together, I do feel like for FSU, I know FSU will give out the scholarship. I think that'll be coming pretty soon. He said the atmosphere was amazing. He watched every play. They ran the rock as much as they could. And when they stacked the box, they hit deep routes. And I love watching those play. 5-star running back commit, 2024 running back commit Cam Davis. He said that was a very great game. I'm excited about the season. The team came to play through some adversity with a lot of calls being made and compete at a high level. The offense looked great tonight. I feel like the running game was slow at first until we figured out our pace. Offensive line did amazing in the run game and pass game. Lucas Simmons, offensive tackle commit, said it was just an insane atmosphere. That was a huge win. So that was pretty much all the recruits' reactions. Also, we have DJ Chester, who I guess I could segue into his little tidbit. Said that was a great win for the Noles. Strong effort to get it done. Yeah, so DJ Chester, he also announced that he was originally scheduled to have an official visit for the Boston College game. He changed that to an unofficial visit, and he pushed his official visit back to December. Says he talked to Coach Atkins pretty much every week. And quick little tidbit in regards to recruiting. Roderick Kearney, offensive guard commit, had took an unofficial visit to Florida last weekend. Had an amazing.
Boy, enjoyed himself, man.
Oh yeah, definitely had an amazing time within the swamp. There was a lot of smoke about him possibly flipping. So we'll see how that plays out. I do know Coach Atkins did give him a call and do what Atkins do Atkins type of shit, man. Recruit, right? So I seen Atkins had retweeted last night about 7 or 8 o'clock. Kearney's commitment, one of his commitment edits. So they gave me a sign that
Oh
Atkins
man, that's the sign, all right.
Yeah, gave me the sign that Atkins doing this shit. Yeah. I don't think
here's what's interesting, right? So this is the same kid that committed while leaving the campus and
very interesting.
And spoke negatively about
staff. Now, I guess want to give them guys.
I remember him saying nothing.
Yeah, it was some negative shit about it.
Took a few shots. Okay, I didn't know
they said we was negative recruiting.
Yeah, they was negative recruiting and basically talking.
Oh
yeah. Using Atkins as saying what Atkins can't do instead of selling what they could do. Mm-hmm. That was his issue there. I guess Florida revamped there. As far as the visit, let's back up a little bit. I guess Florida revamped his recruiting process in regards to the approach, right? And I do know that speaking with people within Jacksonville, some FSU people within Jacksonville, that Florida did a good job of getting in touch with the proper people to get him to take the visit. And once he took the visit, he loved what he saw. I think.
Where you from?
Orange Park,
Jacksonville. Yeah. They got in touch with the right people.
Yeah,
Orange Park, Gator Country, man. Yeah,
I can sit in the Gator Country real decent, man. But I do think it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. He was spoke about him visiting Florida for this Kentucky game. We'll see if he falls through with that visit. But I do think this is going to be a battle between FSU and Florida. I don't think it's set in stone as far as he's decommitting or going to stick. I think it's going to be a tough battle, and Florida has made it interesting. We talked about this is another take I want to get into. We talk about all the time. My point about, hey man, when you have these big fucking games, like have recruiting events, you got to bring guys in for the atmosphere. I don't care if you feel like you're going to lose or whatever because of the matchup. I'd rather have a guy come to the fucking Utah game versus damn Charleston Southern, whoever it may be or whatever, just due to the atmosphere. And those guys, they see wins and losses cool, but they want to feel the atmosphere, being to see they say playing in the atmosphere because they feel like, oh shit, if I want to feel I can make the plays that was missed, right? So they want to see that atmosphere and see that big time college football, that type of vibe. So you always want to bring heavy hitters, man. You always want to have big recruiting events so you have big games, just for that simple fact.
No doubt.
Y'all boys want to take a quick 5?
Bro, you go take your 5, bro.
I'm not going to take it on my own.
No, go ahead and do your thing, because I think, Silk, did you have some Utah talk to get off?
Yeah, I'm just gonna wrap up some Utah talk and then a little bit of my recruiting. I ain't got a whole lot of recruiting, but I can wrap that up, bro. Take a little break, man. It's all good.
Go ahead. I don't listen to shit no way.
For the Utah game, I don't want to cover everything from the Utah game, but we did get SEC Player of the Week with Anthony Richardson on offense and Brenton Cox on defense. Which I thought was wild a little bit because I don't think Brenton played the best of games. I think he's still playing selfish football and not setting the edge and chasing shit.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Jordan Travis, not Jordan Travis, Pokey Wilson, rather. He won ACC Receiver of the Week, and Jared Verse with this 2-sack performance against LSU. He won Defensive Lineman of the Week.
Nice. Offensively, I like how balanced we were. But I want to get into the snaps. Snap count. Of course, leading on offense is 65. I want to talk about the younger guys that got some playing time. Trevor Etienne got 14 carries, true freshman. Montrell Johnson was led with running backs with 29. Naquan got 22. So that's the three backs. I don't think there's any room for a fourth, and that's pretty much Lorenzo Lingard. Wide receiver, some young guys that got some snaps. The only young guy that got snaps was Marcus Burke. Dejon Reynolds got 8. Lingard did get 1 snap. I don't remember seeing him. Defensively, we got a lot of young boys that played. Jason Marshall got 43 snaps. Devin Moore got 31. Shamar James got 30. I'm missing a lineman. Chris McClellan got 6. A lot of freshmen playing. Kamari Wilson got 8. That's something a lot of recruits that was on campus got to see these young boys play. Billy is selling that, hey, we're going to play the best guys. It don't matter if Lorenzo Lingard's been on campus 5 years. If he's not better than Trevor Etienne, we're not going to let him play for his pro prospects. We're going to play the absolute best guy. So, and I think that's helping our running back recruiting. We had Cedric Baxter on campus, and he spoke highly of the offense, how the running backs all got carries like that, and it was encouraging for them to see that the best players is gonna play. I like where we stand in Cedric Baxter's recruiting as well. I think we're gonna. It's gonna come down to a Florida school. I'm hearing things about his circle. They want him closer to home. I don't think he's feeling
the Texas, right?
Yeah, I don't think he's feeling the vibes of that now. And I think promises and shit like that aren't coming through on certain things, man. So I think he ends up in Florida, and I like where we're at in his recruitment. I like the way we run the ball. I think we're very in it with Baxter. I expect him to come back like very soon. Also, the running back Stacey Gage, 2024 running back, that I think is a priority. Elite work, program changing guy that touches the ball.
Man, him and Cam Davis, my top 2 backs for the 2024 class. I love Stacey Gage a lot. Me being selfish, I want both of them damn guys in my class. He's that fucking good.
Yeah,
Tampa guy, real good, man.
Elite Shea, he's teammates with Dejon Johnson, so they both were on campus together. Dejon didn't take any interviews after the game. He just hasn't done interviews since all this shit, the crystal ball shit happened. He's just been keeping it low key. But both enjoyed the visit. Roderick Kearney, same thing from Orange Park. I like where we at with his recruiting. Our running back, Jaluk, is waking up in the running back room because we were slacking on that recruiting. But he's waking up a little bit after the linebackers are sleeping. You know, they woke up and that recruitment jumped off right before the season started. Now, offensive line sales struck out on a couple guys that he's doubling back on, man, now that the game's getting played. And I spoke about the Army. It ain't just Rob selling these guys. We just got a big recruiting staff that's going to recruit while these games are being played and the coaches are busy. They can't recruit at a high level and as frequent as they did in the offseason. So the off the field staff is killing it for Florida right now. And I expect them to keep killing it. Shout out to Katie and Bree. Them girls are wonderful at their job. But let's get into, I think that's all I got. I ain't got nothing else. I don't want to go too deep in it. We did Utah game Sunday. I don't think I got any more takes. I got my shit off.
Yeah, and also I got some injury news too, man. We got for as far as FSU offensive tackle Bless Harris. He's out for the entire year.
That's his real name?
Yeah, his real name is Bless. Yeah, Bless Harris. Out for the entire year. I know he was in a sling. It was smoke prior to the game. He got hurt in the Duquesne game, right? It was smoke prior to, because I didn't even see what happened within that game. I think Harlan even hit me asking what the hell's going on with Bless Harris. I'm like, shit, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I haven't heard anything about it. So then we saw him on the sideline. He was in the sling. He wasn't playing LSU game. So news came out recently that he's going to be out for the entire year due to the injury. Not sure the exact injury, man, but hopefully he get back pretty good. And Fabian Lovett, there was some injury concerns with him. I think people say he's going to be okay within the program. I think he's going to be good to go. It was kind of skeptical after the game, but he should be good to go. And lastly, as far as injury, yeah, man, we've been. I know Atkins has flipped the offensive line room and brought in 10 new bodies, man. We've been through the grinder early within the offensive line, man. Offensive line room as far as injuries, but also Maurice Smith too, which was a huge surprise. He didn't practice within the scrimmage that I went to, and it was talks that he could miss the season. Then that changed to, okay, we think he'll miss one quarter of the games, like 1 to 4 games. Hell, he started LSU game at certain. He was pretty productive, well, really productive against LSU. So addition by subtraction, we lose Bless, but we do get Maurice back in the fold. Turn time, the offensive tackle transfer from South Carolina that we brought in 6'7", got late in the process. He did a really good job at right tackle for the LSU game, so we might have found something with him as far as being the right tackle moving forward for the rest of the season. That's all I got. That's on you, Larry, to talk about how the Wildcats. Oh, you got something? My bad, bro.
Real quick, our visit list. Keon Keeley is coming on an unofficial visit. Originally, it was an official visit, so that's great news that he's not burning his official this early. Roger Kearney, the Florida State commit, is coming back. He loved the vibes, man. So we're gonna, we got him a nice seat and a nice plate of food. We're gonna see if we can feed his ass that Mac.
He ain't gonna take the Mac. You gotta give him something else.
See if we can
I got
feed him
Mac.
Up. 4-star safety. That Mac slapping right now. You can keep feeding that shit, boy. 4-star Bryce Thornton, 4-star safety Bryce Thornton will be on campus. My QB1 for next cycle, Derek Lagway, 2024 QB out of Texas. He'll be on campus. Hopefully we can pull him into the fold. I think he's going to be special, and we need a quarterback similar to. We don't have anything else like Anthony on our roster right now. So as soon as we get something like that, it's going to be the better, especially way Billy calls that offense. And we got some committed guys coming. Trayon Webb, the crew, the recruiting guys, Marcus Stokes, Aaron Gates, Aiden Mazzell, TJ Searcy, Sharif Dempson, Cameron James. The whole crew will be there. Should be good vibes, man. We're going to run it back. 2 top ranked teams, back-to-back weeks in the swamp. This is what recruits want to see, man. It should be exciting. Gainesville should be packed and jamming. 1 more week. Jorts everywhere, Larry. Huh? Big jorts.
Yuck. I ain't never liked jorts. Never my vibe. I've owned some. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna lie.
So what you did with them? You just bought them and just kept them in the closet?
No, I wore them. Like I say, I wore them a few times, but it was just like honestly like emergency wear. And I was like, dog, these really ain't it. Like I just never was that big into them.
It had a run, bro. I don't just wear them just to wear them. Like it's got to be themed for like jorts. It's got to be a jort vibe. You just can't like whatever.
What's a jort vibe? and wherever it is, I don't want to be there.
Y'all like country Negroes do not wear jean shorts. You think like what do you think?
Oh, I know. Trust me. Like
that's where they at there. What do you mean?
And I don't want to be there. I love them boys, but I don't want to be there. One of my best friends is a jort connoisseur, bro. I tease him all the time, but
he's got a sick thing to connoisseur.
He got him in every flavor, man.
See a jort connoisseur.
That's it.
The last time you seen some Echo jorts. They still make them, dog. Believe it or not.
That's the Marshalls, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's still gonna pick them up too.
I know Miami fans be buying them. Miami Cowboy fans.
That's cap.
They think Miami. You don't think people in Miami wear jorts?
Gotta be somebody, sure.
Oh, just somebody.
You can't leave.
Wear jorts.
Hold on.
Plenty of
out
people
of us
wear
three
jorts.
schools. Out of us 3 schools.
We're not talking school. We're talking about cities. I'm from South Florida. I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
we wear jorts.
I'm from Southeast Georgia. We definitely got jorts out here. Yeah, for sure. But as programs, who's leading?
Oh, definitely Florida because it's
got to be Florida.
It's a staple.
There's nobody wearing jorts.
They call it Jortsville.
I like it, but I'm telling you, as a South Floridian, jorts is a regular thing down here, fam. It ain't that foreign. Trust me.
No, it's regular in Southeast Georgia too.
I'm not from Gainesville, and I got jorts. I'm from Belgrade. I'm from South Florida, fam.
Burn them, man.
You know what I'm saying, CJ?
You love yourself.
I am not from Gainesville.
No, we talk about self-love.
I'm country. I like jorts, dog. I'm country as shit. What do you mean?
And that's just how my best friend he say.
I explain my jorts, bro. I'm just country.
That's one thing about my boy, man. Shout out, he listens, man. He's a Gator fan. Ironically, he from Georgia. He from Middle Georgia.
So a lot of Gator fans in Georgia.
Unapologetically country. He is not gonna make any apologies being for a country ass motherfucker. That's my guy.
What we got from Miami? Charity matchups.
man, you play the games that's on the schedule. Last year we played Bama, you know.
Yeah.
When nobody complaining then when we get our head thumped in.
Shit, and after that, y'all boys on about a 3-game run. Like, I still can't get over that damn school y'all play, bro. the Connecticut School of the Deaf and the Blind.
Yeah.
The school of the blind.
Hey, man. Hey, you just play who's on
Hey,
the schedule.
man was his bad with that one, boy. He found
Well, that's
that
the
one.
thing.
Boy.
Usually that shit's scheduled like so
Years
far
in advance.
out. Yeah, it's crazy, but yeah, that was a funny ass school to play. I definitely never heard that school, so I ain't gonna hold y'all. So I guess I'll keep it a tad in the recruiting bag, just in relation to the Bethune-Cookman game. So, as far as the 2023 guys that showed up for that game, we had Ruben Bain, Damari Brown, Miami commit Nathaniel Joseph, Miami commit Frankie Tenelau, Miami commit Tommy Kinsler, Christopher Johnson, running back, and wide receiver Tyler Williams. He canceled his Ole Miss visit to swing through.
Hey, somebody put in the comments, down in Miami, they rock cargo jorts.
That's crazy. If you see anybody with cargo jorts, bro, you got call the FBI and make sure we track this person.
No, that's the thing,
though.
That's the thing, though. Hey, shout out to my man,
sanity.
Ben Raw died. He said I live in Fort Lauderdale and I rock him. See, I told you, bro.
Trust me. Listen. I'm in the Southeast. I absolutely understand it's a thing. I just never really rock with them like that. I'm
just letting y'all know I'm not offended by it when y'all say it. That's all.
Oh yeah,
like yeah.
But it's an insult, whether you're offended or not. And that's why I tell everybody being offended is a choice. That's why I tell people every single day. But that's another conversation. But I'm glad you helped make my point. Being offended is a choice. I could try to offend you by saying jorts are less than, but it's up to you. Who else we had in 2023? Amari Brown, Patrick Sullivan, and Bryce Summerall. I'll spare you guys some of the 2024 people. That's the 2024 and 2025 guys, but I don't want to necessarily bog us down in that type of deal. Good crowd though. Good crowd showed up for that game. The official numbers I want to say were, these always imploded a little bit, but I want to say right around 56. So great turnout for such a, meaningless game. Obvious win.
You said 56?
That's the numbers, bro. I did not, and I ain't gonna lie. When I saw it on TV, I watched the replay. Okay. Nice crowd. I mean, it's a new coach.
I say because the dome was at 68, and
that's the numbers they'll fit. Now, they's always imploded a little bit. I'm not saying it necessarily. I will say though, the crowd did look pretty good, especially for that type of game.
Cool.
It's kind of, this is obviously one of those. This is an expected win, but I will say that it did look like an impressive crowd out there, all in all. Getting into the game a little bit, I'll keep it kind of brief considering the opponent. Kind of go with some of the positives. Why are you smirking, Silk? I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I don't want deep dive against Bethune-Cookman right now. And I said it on
no, I get it, man. The opponent, bro, is
no opponent matters, right? And with all due respect, I said it on No Cap. I honestly do think that they have some talent on that team, and I think that they could be formidable in their conference. Real talk, just from what I saw in that game, they were able to move the ball against us. So that actually that'll go down in one of my negatives. I thought we gave up a few too many chunk plays on defense. So concerns there would be specifically some of the cornerback play. Tyreek Stevenson, who is one of our better corners, but he gave up a big chunk play. And I spoke on Sunday. Mr. Fool, the coaches in practice, man. I mean, this is his third coach. He does it every year. DJ Ivey gave up, a couple of big chunk plays again. So that's absolutely concerning to me. I would be like, I'll say this much. With this new regime, I absolutely hope to see him on a super short leash. Because this is something we've seen year after year after year. Looks great in practice, gets an opportunity, and then just, shits the bed. So all the tools in the world that you could ask for, but you got to put it together when it really matters. Practice is one thing, but it's a totally different thing when the lights are on. So that is absolutely a concern of mine. And within that, I would still be concerned about the linebacker play. It wasn't terrible, but Bethune absolutely took advantage of opportunities to pull some crossing routes underneath to expose the linebacker somewhat. Corey Flagg is still out there starting, and that is definitely a liability of his coverage. I think he's probably one of the most intelligent guys we have out there on defense, just not one of the most athletic guys. So
well, being smart, like knowing what shit, like it's like that's like being like trying to fight it in a dream.
Right. It can be beneficial, but you still have to have certain athletic ability.
You
like
ever win a fight in your dreams? You ever win a fight in your dreams?
Never. I always lose. Always.
Can't get that shit off right, bro.
Lose.
You can't get that shit off in no dream, bro.
Yeah, I was about to say I never lose.
I wake up every time
never
I can't get that shit off. I'll be like, I wake up.
Yeah, it's like the biggest drawn out draw. It's like, why can't I win? I never really lose. Right, but it's like, bro, we still fighting, and I ain't nobody really established a victory.
Like, in real life, I could beat your ass. Why am I like struggling?
Right.
That's a great point.
My bad though, but that's what being like slow but smart is on the football
field. Absolutely.
In my mind.
So that would be another negative I would take away. Would be essentially the linebacker play. It still needs to improve some. I think they kind of went with the practice guys in this game. I think it can get better with possibly changing the rotation up somewhat with introducing Chase Smith maybe more and Wesley Bassett as well as Caleb Johnson. We went out there. We rolled out with Steed and Flagg. Again, veteran guys that know what's going on. Flagg has been heralded by Steele as a guy that's probably the most persistent as far as getting in the books and understanding everything. But again, at some point, it's what can you physically do? What are your gifts? So I think his practice and study has earned him that start. I do think eventually by probably our third game, probably by Texas A&M, you would probably see a little bit of a shakeup there as far as starters, quote unquote starters. The guys are going to play, obviously, but I think that's where you may see a shakeup there. Let's see, another positive I took away from this game, some explosion on special teams, something that, we haven't seen despite the opponent.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, what you say?
Don't take that as a positive.
No, I have to, and I know, and I agree. I know what you're saying because, it's like, oh, it's BC, bro. We
that's coming from
explosion.
That's coming from Cook.
Like,
no, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, like I agree 1,000%. It's like you want to go as the opponent, but
we got a
promise you, I can go back to lesser opponents even last year, and I just didn't see explosion from special teams. So it is something that you got to highlight regardless to the opponent, because we just haven't, as much as Miami has, one thing that we've kind of hung our hats on in our prime years and when we've been super competitive, one thing we have been able to always hang our heads on is special teams, explosiveness, and defense. And I can't tell you the last time I really felt like we had any explosion. Braxton Berrios was, a very sure-handed, reliable punt return type guy, but that's it.
Young goats, new school goats.
I mean, Berrios, I wouldn't call him a goat, but he made the Pro Bowl last year.
Stats are gonna get broken, right? But these kids are not gonna know, like, because it wasn't there and shit. So you gotta let them know it's like, it's levels to the GOAT shit. Like people that post Jameis Winston's fucking NFL stats by Peyton Manning. You guys are nuts. Is what I'm saying.
That's true.
It's different
a lot
eras.
of our GOATs, by the differences, and a lot of times our GOATs, they had to wait. So they only played a year and then they left. So they didn't have the opportunity like a Mike Harley to pass.
They was playing with other killers.
Right, exactly. Yeah, they didn't, because like I know you joked about Mike Harley being a GOAT, and it's like, come on.
When you look at the sheets, man.
Come on, man.
If I'm an alien and I'm fly down
CJ,
and I just open the books and I'd be like, man, who was great at this place? And
right.
Mark Harlan name pops up.
One of the greats, man.
And no slight against Mike, but yeah, our GOATs didn't stay there that long. But back to the game a little bit. Let's see. Another positive I would take away, offensive line play, I thought was solid. I like the way that this year we definitely moved. You could tell there was a lot more emphasis in getting upfield, setting blocks, and like pulling guards versus just a strictly zone blocking scheme. There's absolutely emphasis on that. I was impressed with that. Quarterback play from both Garcia and Tyler Van Dyke was, you couldn't ask for much more, to be honest with you. Garcia went 8 for 8. Tyler Van Dyke, I believe, went 13 for 16. Again, this isn't an opponent to glean a lot from, other than just doing what you're supposed to do. On the defensive side, we played a lot of defensive linemen. I believe the number was, I could be off, I want to say 17 played. And out of 17, 12 played multiple snaps. I believe the leader was Mitchell Lagude, followed by Daryl Jackson. I don't think anyone played poorly. I think Mesidor played really well. I think he's a guy that I was hoping to get, maybe 2 years out of. If he continues to just play the way he did, and, the coaches were raving about him early, I think we only get 1 year out of this guy. I think he's a guy that can play inside, outside. He's disruptive. He's a guy that is very aware of getting his hands up in passing lanes. He's actually one of the assists on one of the interceptions because he did get his hand up in the passing lanes. He's kind of in that weird mold of almost like a Aaron Donald type, where obviously, I'm not calling him Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald, we even agreed on this show, may be the greatest defensive player ever up to this time. I'm just saying, as far as a guy that may be slightly undersized, but just incredibly disruptive no matter where you put him. I think he's going to be I think he's just going to be a problem all year long. I wouldn't be shocked if he continues to play anything like he did in that game, and from what the coaches are speaking on, I wouldn't be shocked to see him go in the first round. I definitely don't think he's coming back. That's just a super early projection. I don't think we're getting
first round. Back. Shit,
and he looks crazy from what they're telling us, and I watched that game again, and I just thought he was super disruptive. And again, keep in mind this is the opponent.
That's nothing.
What, bro? What are you talking about, man?
Second round. All right, second round.
Who we talking about?
Let's look at some Mesidor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see Southern Miss, man, because I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
I expect him to be super.
I'm a wildcat. I know our line is
hot take. Like, I'm not saying.
No, I feel it.
Yeah. I'm being a little bit hot takey, obviously, but I do think if he can look anything like he did, when I rewatched that game, I just kind of focused. A lot of times when I rewatch games, I watch the trenches a lot more. That's kind of where I like to focus in. And I just thought he was just super disruptive and instinctive on everything he was doing. He just looked like he understood at every moment the best he could do on every single snap. So that's a guy to look out for. Yeah, first round's crazy, but I'm just being a little crazy. This is early. We're having some fun.
That's
what else would I like to
stand on all that shit, but we revisiting all that.
I don't care about none of that shit. You know me, baby. Come on. How long we been rocking? Well, before I came on the show, you don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
What you got for Southern Miss? Oh, and the crazy you mentioned Aaron Donald, man. FSU played that 2013 game we opened up against Pitt. Aaron Donald was on that damn team, and he was a monster in that damn game.
You know what's crazy? When we played him same year, nothing.
Oh, really?
Man, we wore him out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We beat their ass. I mean, that was Jameis coming out party.
But he legit did not get much of anything off. Brandon Linder was on that team, and I forget we worked the double team well on him. And I remember going, we got to watch it for Aaron Donald. And I remember Aaron Donald just being a little gassed, and he just did not get a lot off in that game, surprisingly to me. So we'll see with that. Another negative I would go with, and then I'll kind of move on from that game. I was hoping to see a couple more deep shots. Did not get to see that at all. Frank Lasson, we hit him on a couple of intermediates. I think he was 2 for 2. We did not target Keyshawn Smith at all during that game. I was a little disappointed in that because I think that's the biggest question mark for us coming in on offensively was that. And so I ultimately did want to see a few shots taken down the field, opportunities just to see what we got there. And I don't think we even really tried. I think the biggest play of the day was a 52-yarder to Restrepo. I believe he ran like a corner route, caught it, and made a few people miss, a few blocks. Great play on his behalf. He's definitely going to be. I would expect him to be the number one target, but I don't think that's a problem. I just don't. I think he's going to end up being very productive out of the slot. So, what you over there giggling about?
No, I was just thinking about TJ getting rolled, man.
That's never not going to be funny. Never not going to be funny. But
no, here's another. I got another part of that story, right? So, TJ, go ahead. I opened the door, so he's like, told me he got mugged. He told me he got mugged on the phone, right? So, when he opened the door, I'm looking for a fat eye, like some scrapes, like so ass whooping. I'm looking for lumped up situation. Bro, I looked down and said, well, shit, ain't that wrong with him? So I'm like, he was a little dirty and shit. So I was
like, do yell at you? Hey, give me your money, buddy. Okay.
He raised his voice.
Yeah, he raised his voice.
He said he got pushed down or some shit, man.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, bro. You gotta shoot.
Time, man,
you got to shoot me, bro. You gotta shoot me.
I did not expect you to tell that story that soon. Because I hadn't listened to Double Fries yet. And my boy said, yeah, he talked about it. I said, oh, yeah. Great. That means we can talk about it too.
I just want to make it clear. I was with Todd that night. And
why you ain't help the man?
I told him.
Shit.
No, it was earlier. I was there about 45 minutes. I said, TJ, I'm leaving. You want to come with me? You can. He tried to beg me to stay. I said, bro, we got a big game tomorrow. We got a tailgate. If you want to stay, you stay. I left. He told me that you were like, bro, you left me, bro. It wouldn't have happened if you wouldn't have left me. I was like, no.
You left home, man.
Hey, Harlan, what did I tell you? What did I say Friday night? When he was lost, I called you. I was like, bro, what the fuck are y'all doing? This man cannot be walking around by himself drunk. That shit ain't gonna be good.
It's not good.
He told us.
Next night.
I listened. TJ didn't listen.
There you go. See, you young and understood. Wisdom don't necessarily come through years, man. There's a lot of old dummies.
Yeah, he told me the next day, he was like, you were my bodyguard. You left. I said, bro, I wasn't staying out there, bro.
Being TJ's bodyguard, I don't know if anybody ever hung out with TJ. Being his bodyguard is an insane job.
I would not take it.
Correct.
Not without a ton of pay. Anyway, that's great. I love that.
No, that was the wildest.
They were chanting SEC going into LSU State, and I was like, bro, you better chill out. Like, somebody come up.
I'm telling you, it was about if he wasn't with us, like if big dudes like Harlan and I wasn't there, TJ would have got his ass on the way to that game.
Oh, probably was talking reckless, huh?
Talking reckless, cuz I was like, hey man, listen.
Hey, Todd was in real form that weekend, boy.
Listen, bro.
He was in rare form.
Well, the funny part wild is like we was like, hey, TJ, cut on your where's my iPhone? Let's go get the phone. TJ said, nah, fuck it.
Right.
To the victors go the sport.
Hey, no, not today.
I said, boy, that boy must have a mean push.
Hey, what
You gotta know when to hold them.
what Red Daddy said? No.
Told you about coming out here messing with these.
Told you about coming out here messing with these people.
Hey, but real quick before we move on to Pick'em, I know we about to go into Pick'em. I do want to give a shout out to all the damn fans that pulled up, man. People were saying that was gonna be an LSU home game because Baton Rouge is right down the road, and we see it all the time. They take over the dome and all that type of shit, right? Man, FSU, y'all, they fucking show it out, man. As far as from the fans within the city and at the stadium, it was legit 50-50, and even within the game.
Y'all were nervous at first, though. Y'all didn't know how to cheer and shit, right? At first, y'all was trying to figure out. Y'all was trying to figure out if y'all was good or not at first, though.
Once motherfuckers seen it, once we seen what was playing, they started getting right, huh?
After the touchdown, it got a little better. But when they got on offense and shit, like y'all weren't making no noise, and they was doing that shit for a little bit. My brother kept saying, "Why we ain't making no noise when they on offense?" I'm like, bro, because they trying to figure out some shit. Fans are like just like us, motherfucking regular people, trying to see if this shit good or not.
Game.
Yeah. But once the game got going, you could tell like the noise was pretty much even as far as like boos and cheers. It was damn near split in Louisiana, so that was impressive.
Agreed.
Very good, man. Yeah, I heard that. Let's see. I'll take us through. That's enough from that game.
Big game.
I believe. Hey, you take them, man. You get them, man. Cover the spread.
Good teams cover. So they say.
There you go. Super impressive out there. Shout out to a young man who a lot of scouts are out there looking at as well. Jalen Rivers. He is a guy who, to my understanding, scouts love early on in the NFL. He earned ACC Offensive Line Player of the Week. So shout out to him on that. I'll get briefly into injuries coming out of that one. We did not have any significant injuries coming out of that game. Ja'Kai Clark got a little dinged up, but it looks like he'll be okay for next week. Zion Nelson did not play. Logan Sakapalu, who's probably our backup offensive guard / center, he also did not play. Leonard Taylor got a little dinged up, but they believe that to just be a stinger. He should be ready to go for the next week as well.
Say them boys to Jimbo, man. Jimbo got the fire loaded, bro. So y'all.
Yeah. I'm actually excited about that game. I don't want to jump too far ahead. We'll obviously get to that one when the time comes. We had a couple of suspensions.
You just hit me with coach speech.
Did I? I hope I didn't. I'm excited. I don't want to jump ahead.
Dog, you hit me with coach. That was some fucking Jimbo. That was a Jimbo ass answer.
Damn.
I asked you about Jimbo, and you said, yeah, Jimbo. I'm excited about that game, but I don't want to jump ahead.
I don't. That's 2 weeks away, but I'm excited. You want to skip over Southern Miss? We can get straight to
bullshit, man. I'm bullshit. That wasn't coach speech answer. That's all.
We did have a couple of suspensions. Jacoby George was serving his first of a 2-game suspension. Isaiah Horton, freshman, also had a 1-game suspension. Jalen Harrell.
I'm breaking the rules, huh?
Yeah, them boys out there, wilding a little bit. Martin ain't having it, man.
Losing the locker room.
No, he's controlling the locker room. He's setting the standard that maybe they're not accustomed to. Jalen Harrell, who was a guy that I wasn't even sure was still on the team because we haven't seen him in practice and throughout camp. He was also serving a 2-game suspension. And speaking on that, as a culture change, Cam Kitchens had an amazing diving interception. And when he came up, he spiked the ball and he ran up and stood up on the bench and took his helmet off. And I honestly do. I remember watching it thinking he's expecting a chain. And Mario absolutely lit him up, man. He was just blasting him.
Bro,
saying, we're not on that no more, right? Like I think he really was setting the tone of If you see it, if you go watch that game on the replay, you will see because they highlighted it through the media. He was absolutely just laying into the defense. He didn't necessarily single him out. They had the whole defense circled around to basically, cement that, hey, that's not what we on. We not, yeah, we can get away with that on this game. And I do think it was ticky-tack. I really honestly don't think he should have got that. But I think the refs were going, oh, man, it's Bethune-Cookman. Don't do that. And I honestly do. It really wasn't like
supposed to be brothers.
It wasn't performative in the sense of he literally was like right on the edge of the sideline, spiked it, And I really didn't think it was anything, but Mario was setting the tone there. So that is something I did want to highlight that you could take away from that. And that's pretty much it from that game. Southern Miss, there's that's a game that I think we win handily. They have some weapons there. Obviously, Frank Gore Jr. is their biggest weapon.
He going 200.
Oh, he talking crazy. He talking crazy in his mind.
Oh yeah,
boys ain't
Frank.
Frank.
Oh yeah, he got pressure. I'm gonna go pressure.
Frank, I like Frank Gore, man. I'm obviously a big Frank Gore, senior fan as a 49er and a Canes fan. Junior though is, he's 5'8", 185, so he's not quite as big as his father was. Last year he ran for about 1,709 touchdowns. And he caught, 30 passes for about 250. Last week he ran for 32 for 178. They're running the poor kid into the ground, and he actually ran the Wildcat and went 1 for 4 for 48 yards. So he did have one big chunk playing out of that position. They are struggling mightily in the passing game. They're starting redshirt freshman Ty Keys. He got knocked out of the game early, so we're not sure if he's going to be the quarterback for this upcoming game. But if not, they're going to be in tremendous trouble trying to pass it. They had a very hard time passing the football in that game, which is why Frank Gore Jr. ended up passing the ball 4 times. Another standout guy would be Jason Brownlee, a 6'3", 202-pound wide receiver. He's had, a little over 600 is past 2 seasons. He's a guy that is a good contested pass catcher. So he's a guy that, we'll look out that could be somewhat dangerous in the passing game. They do have some guys that are pretty solid from up the middle in Quentin Bivens, excuse me. He's a junior transfer from Ole Miss, and another transfer from Ole Miss is our Mondis Cooley. He also is a transfer in from Ole Miss. Oh, I'm sorry, Mississippi State actually. So some guys that came back home that could be disruptive up the middle. But bottom line, I'm not going to stretch this out too far. I expect us to beat them by a lot. I just don't think – I think they'll be super one-dimensional, and them not being able to pass well at all. I got us winning this game. What did I send in, Logan? 51-16. I just think they're just going to be too one-dimensional. I think when they do try to pass, I don't think they have a proficient pass. So I think we'll be able to pick them off a couple of times and put this game away easy, early, and kiss the baby. You know what I mean?
Gotta kiss the baby.
Gotta kiss the baby, man. Good night.
Southern Miss, man.
Yeah, Southern Miss. And Southern Miss has been better in other years. I just think they're going to struggle a lot this year because when Southern Miss has been pretty solid, they've had some pretty good quarterback play, and I just don't think they're sitting in that situation currently.
Gotcha.
That's all I got from Coral Gables.
Let's get into this pick 'em, man. Let's get this shit rolling.
All right.
Shout out to Spencer's Jerky.
You already know. Let's see.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Kush beat my ass a little bit over here.
You good.
For certain.
Still sitting pretty. Pick'em is brought to you by the one and only Spencer's jerky.com, the only made to order jerky that starts with a trip to the butcher to source tender steaks specifically for your batch. Gonna marinate that 24 hours in freshly crafted marinades using only locally sourced produce and all natural ingredients with no added sugars. The five staple flavors include original, Old Bay, habanero bourbon, mandarin jalapeno, and lemon pepper.
Oh,
You all ready? All right. Worldwide shipping available for Spencer'sJerkyJerky.com. Use exclusive promo code BIGMEAT for 10% off your order. You can get that meat dropped off anywhere from we're gonna keep it kind of short, man. Nashville to Knoxville, man. You know what I mean? 2 tailgates we got going on
within the smoky state.
yeah. I don't know exactly. We had people asking. I'm not me and CJ not 100% sure which Tennessee games we're gonna show up for. I think we're aiming for the Vandy game for sure. So for those who are asking, but
See, you going to Knoxville, right? See, you going to Knoxville.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to work on the what's it called schedule, the part 1 schedule of the game to let y'all know for sure. I should know that within the next couple of days.
I'm feeling very good on Nashville. Secret cheeks in Nashville for you guys.
Central Florida and no, I gotta do the air raid. Oh, we did it.
We did it.
I told y'all this should be my ass. Should be my ass, boy. I lie to you.
All right, so UCF versus Louisville.
Let's get to the picks. Oh, do we need to recap Harlan, or we'll have to go pick by pick though? Do you want to do?
Yeah.
records?
So I have Silk's picks from last week. I just haven't imported them yet. I imported CJ's and yours later on. I can check who's winning between y'all two.
Well, I'll tell you what. We'll catch up next week then.
All right, yeah. Let's just catch up next week after I import Silk's in.
No doubt. So we'll go.
Send me mine back.
We'll go with
what
this
I picked
week's
last week, boy.
picks.
I might lie.
We'll go with this.
I got yours all documented. I'm gonna put them in myself.
Oh no, I shouldn't have said shit. I should have put them bitches in, boy.
I know, right? So we will be doing the spread. So all right, let's start it off with UCF at home. They are 6.5 points favorites against Louisville.
Give me Central Florida.
I like UCF to cover.
Give me Central Florida.
Yeah, I'm making unanimous. I got UCF to cover as well. Next game, we have number 15 Miami minus 26.5 over Southern Miss.
Give me Southern Miss.
Southern Miss to cover. Okay.
Yeah, to cover 33-10 or some shit like that.
Yeah, I like Southern Miss to cover as well.
All right. I'm going Miami from the score I just gave you guys. Yeah, Miami's gonna cover that. It's a bum ass Southern Miss team, man. If they can't pass, they're not gonna be competitive.
So if y'all don't cover, then what? What do that mean?
Then we ain't do what we're supposed to do. I don't give a shit. I'm still gonna take the W, but yeah, I'll be honest with you. If they're super one dimensional and they're just running, I just can't see that happening. So we'll see. Number 1, Alabama on the road. However, they are 20-point favorites against Texas at home.
That's disrespectful.
Yeah, it's disrespectful. Give me Bama.
To Alabama, you right.
Yeah,
I got Alabama by 30.
For
So
sure.
right.
Me too. If they didn't put it at 30, I would have said it.
How dare you disrespect Nicholas?
If they didn't put it at 40, I'd be like, yeah, they own something.
You're right. Exactly. Yeah, like there's not a number
What you
you
mean?
could post that would make me uncomfortable for
They said it there for a reason. That's gonna be
Yeah.
my logic.
Yeah, give me Bama to cover that 20, man. So we all in agreement there.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Next game, Arkansas, number 16, Arkansas. They are 8.5 point favorites over South Carolina. They'll be at home, and they are 8.5 point favorites.
Give me Beamer ball. I like them to cover. They may not win the game, but I like them to cover. It'll be pretty close. Give me Beamer ball.
Okay.
Same, man. I like Arkansas to win, but covering, I think South Carolina could cover. Arkansas just a run first team, man. I don't see them like blowing people out like that and nothing like that. So 8.5, they want to possess the ball and make it a make it that type of game, a gritty game. So just give me South Carolina just to cover.
I'm gonna take Arkansas on this one. I think Arkansas wins by 10. I don't think it's gonna be something crazy. I think they will be able to run very effectively and essentially take the football out of South Carolina's hand. Maybe create a turnover or two and win by 10. Nothing insane. But I'll take Arkansas on that one. Next game we got number 24 Tennessee. Are 6.5
It's a good matchup. It's a good matchup.
Wait, they're 6.5 point favorites. Okay.
Oh, Pitt, yeah.
Against Pitt at home.
I remember they played last year, matter of fact. Yeah, so this is
they did.
They did play last year.
Tennessee.
Yeah, give me Tennessee.
I'm gonna take Tennessee too. I think after watching Pitt last week, Slovis didn't impress me very much. The wide receivers I thought did play pretty good football. I still like the D line, but I just think Tennessee is kind of gearing up a little bit to turn that corner somewhat. So yeah, give me Tennessee on that one. Next game, according to this, because I remember we said 5.5. According to the sheet we're using, though, we have number 12 Florida at home. They are 4.5 point favorites against Kentucky. Number 20 Kentucky will be coming into the swamp. What we got?
Give me UF. Like you were saying, not banged up. Young offensive line, banged up running back room, young guys overall. Give me UF.
Okay. Now you have to cover. What you got this up?
Yeah, I like us to cover.
Nice. I'm gonna take. As I previously stated, I got Florida as the winner, 28-24. So I got Kentucky to cover by 0.5 point. I do think Florida's going to win. I think Kentucky is going to come out, give a hell of a fight, not get embarrassed, but still lose.
We about to fatten their lips, man.
God bless, bro. All right, let's see. We have number 10, USC on the road. They are 9.5 point favorites against Stanford. Who we got?
Give me USC.
USC.
Stanford, Stanford ain't Stanford no more.
All right. What you got, Sil?
USC good for a letdown.
Taking Stanford?
I'll take Stanford.
Okay. I'm gonna take Stanford as well. I think Stanford tends to play USC pretty well. Love their coach, man. I think he's a brilliant guy. I think he gets a lot out of, maybe not as much as a deep talent. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, give me Stanford to cover 10. I think USC this is what we see out of them all the time. They tend to
do this to everybody.
Yeah, let everybody down early and often. So let me get Stanford to go ahead and put that bullshit to rest. All right, we got 2 more games. Virginia Tech at home are 2.5 point favorites against Boston College.
Man, give me BC.
Boston College, man.
Motherfuckers lost ODU last year.
Yeah, BC me, my boy. Just like the headache powder, man. Give me that BC.
Yeah, give me that BC
Virginia Tech looks awful.
For sure.
Yeah, there's no way I can put any confidence in BC. I'm sorry, again, in Virginia Tech. I think BC has a better coach, better culture right now. Give me Boston College to cover that. I actually got Boston College to win. All right, and our final game, probably
another good one. It's a good one.
It's going to be a good matchup. Ratings wise, at least. Number 21 BYU is at home. They are 3.5 point favorites against number 9 Baylor.
Give me a Rondo. So crazy story, right? After the LSU game, going to the bathroom, the piss before we got the stadium. LSU fans, they some high expectations, crazy expectations.
I got a crazy bathroom story. I'll tell it another time.
Yeah.
I told Marion already.
I heard it, but yeah, it is crazy.
So in the damn bathroom, man, this fool said, what was David Rondo's buyout? Like, bro, you still paying, you paying $17 million. You just hired Brian Kelly for what, 90-something million. You want to know what this motherfucker, like, God damn, bro, them boys, no patience. Obviously, what's David Rondo's buyout?
But you heard the reporter that was talking to him, like, they tried the shit out of
you losing.
Kelly. Yeah.
Bitch, when you show up on time for losers.
Okay, but you've been losers. You know what I mean? That's what killed me. I was like,
But that's the thing though. Like LSU, them boys, they got lofty expectations and
but
crazy
he
expectations.
just got there and y'all lost by a point.
But they ain't want his
I thought
ass.
it was.
That's the difference.
This is the thing. I'll say this. I thought that was wildly disrespectful for a 1-point loss.
What man say?
In his first game. I'm like,
It's just not a good culture fit. It's not gonna fit. That's why a lot of us had those takes. Yeah, that's why a lot of us had those takes when he got hired. Nobody think he's a bad coach, but it's just a real Southern. You got to be a LSU guy.
Agreed.
Very few places you can pull that shit off and get somebody that don't fit the culture there. People ain't really feeling that shit, man.
I agree. We'll see. And matter of fact, it's funny you say that because
winning don't long as he winning big, then cool. But when he if he starts struggling, they're gonna be on his ass. Pause.
They're gonna be bad this year. And that's not
for sure
to slight FSU per se, but what I watched was
you got people that's transferring and bouncing right
exactly.
I don't think it's a bad overall thing. That could be good that he's weeding out bad guys in the locker room, right?
Yeah, because he's got to set his temperature, right? He's got to set the culture. Absolutely.
Yeah, once he get rolling, it'll be rolling.
Yeah, that's just
gonna bode well for this year. Yeah.
This year, absolutely. I think they're gonna have a really rough year. I think 5-7 is
good.
It's definitely on the horizon.
I need a layup.
Yeah, and I think I think Brian Kelly can get it going the way they wanted to. But yeah, I just don't expect it this year. And that's regular. It's attrition. It's moving some pieces around and getting guys bought in. So we'll see how that ends up playing out ultimately. Did we do all the picks?
Yeah, that's it.
I didn't pick BYU or
I don't think we picked.
Oh no, yeah, no, yes, right. I had
talking.
David Ron to take. Yeah, the David Ron to take. My bad. Go ahead.
I will take. Damn, I love them old Mormons. You know what? Give me the Mormons. Give me at home. I think I give them the cover. I think they win this game.
Give me Baylor. That defense real, man. They always explosive on the offensive side of the ball, but I think
I like Miranda, man. I do.
Like
he was a guy that I was super high on probably 5 years ago as DC. And then
they pretty much 3.5 is like damn near even, right? Like they give
pretty
you
much,
3.
Yeah, because they're away. Yeah, who you got? See,
you said BYU.
Yeah, give me Baylor.
Not Baylor.
Got Baylor. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Y'all boys want to do that's it? Y'all want to wrap? I got a pick 6 if y'all just want to do it for fun.
Yeah, do a quick pick 6.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, let's do a quick pick 6. This one been sitting in the stash a little bit. All righty. Where did I put it? Pause. All right, here we go. Pick 6. 2 years in solitary or 5 in Gen Pop?
5 in Gen Pop.
5 in Gen, yeah.
Any day of the week.
5 in Gen. I'm gonna take 5 in Gen Pop too, and I never thought that before. But then
This
I
is prison
started
talk.
I started realizing, hearing from other people, being in solitary is torture on the mental.
Inhumane, man.
Yeah, it's weirdly. I always thought I would want to be isolated in prison, but yeah, they say it's just it drives you crazy.
For sure.
Next we'll go Budden or Gilly.
And what?
Podcast and rapping.
It's up to you.
And anything, give me Joe, man. Yeah, anything. I'm not a fan of
give me Joe, man.
Or podcast.
I'm gonna go Budden as well.
I think Gilly the kid is hilarious, but it's just not my bag of hilarious. But he's definitely funny. Like a guy that's just ranking in the hood. He could joke his ass off. He was getting Rick Ross everything. You know what I'm saying? That little back and forth shit they was doing. It was hilarious shit. So
but I still picked Ross on that one though. I did. I thought Ross I thought Gilly looked a little silly. Paul.
I think they both.
How you pause that, bro?
Yeah, my bad. I don't know. His name Silly Gilly. I don't know if I'm Willie. It sounds weird. Now this one is one that shout out Kwame. Kwame, he kind of inspired this one. Ready to Die or Life After Death.
Life after death. Ready to Die was, like I said, I already told y'all my feelings on Big. My favorite rap song all time is Juicy.
Juicy.
So that I got grounded for my brother snitched on me, told my mom I was playing Suicidal Thoughts on replay.
I remember you telling me that.
He snitched on me, got me grounded and shit.
That's crazy.
So I love that album, but Life After Death was just 2 double discs of just vibes, man. And also like storytelling was like impeccable.
Elite.
Man, just next level shit, man. So Life After Death, man, just
what you got, see?
Yeah, I go Life After Death as well.
As did I. See, why you try to act like I'm so crazy, Kwame? I had Life After Death. I just think Ready to Die is a great album.
No, I don't disrespect either one. I'm just choosing one.
But again, right, you add twice the material, and it's like, hey man, like he got better.
Impeccable storytelling on that Life After Death, bro. It's just next level shit, man.
What's beef? Come on, man. Like it's just drawn up beautifully. All right, let's see. Number 4. This one is probably not as controversial, but let's see. Sundress or sweater dress?
Sundress me.
Sundress all day, baby.
That thing floating.
Oh yeah, man.
Floating, man.
Cheeks be immaculate.
And this is where I'm gonna agree with y'all, but I think the sweater dress is underrated. I agree, sundress is the winner, but I think we got to show a little more respect to the sweater dress, bro. Like the form fitting, like, oof, look at her over there. Like that is it just doesn't get the love.
You selling it, but I ain't buying it, man. Sundress.
I agree. I agree. I agree with y'all. Sundress is winner.
You like the Muslims at the front door right now. You telling a good story.
A little more love. That's all. What you would say? See, I ain't hear you.
You like the Muslim at the front door. You selling a good story, but I ain't buying that.
That's hilarious.
I like it. All right, last 2. This was a little bit different because you hear normally this person compared to someone else, but let's go Maya or Monica?
Maya. All day and tomorrow.
Come on, man.
Maya. Damn, I can't believe we all in agreement.
Have y'all seen Maya? Oh my gosh, boy.
She a diva. And she married herself. And I can't believe how many times that slipped under the radar.
And she could cheat on herself with me, goddamn. I'm just playing.
Yeah, for real. Give me Maya.
Nah, that like Maya's aging backwards, bro. I don't know.
Is absolutely delectable. Oh my God! Like the big eyes, the big thighs.
I got a better one. I got a better one for you. Maya or Shanti?
Yeah. I'm still going Maya.
That shit tough. That shit tough.
But that's a tougher match. That is a tougher match.
Shanti, me, man.
That's
you
tough.
going to shot? Okay,
I'm going to Shanti in that battle.
I won't be mad at either, but give me Maya. Give me Maya.
I know what
Maya with a block field goal.
I'm gonna tell you, I know what Maya tastes like, so I'm gonna go Maya.
A block field goal.
Yeah, give me Maya with a block field goal.
Like I don't know, man. Every time Shanti posts up on Instagram, I gotta go like.
She looks incredible, but I know Maya is vegan, so I know she is. Wow. You know what I mean? I already know.
That's why she married herself. That's like
water. Yeah, water.
Only a vegan would marry themselves, bro.
Water, guava, papaya. I already know what that thing hitting on. All right, last one. Lose by 2, lose by 20.
2. Bitch, I can sell a story with 2.
Yeah, I can spend 2.
Yeah.
That's 20. Okay. Now this is what we're gonna disagree.
20 on firing people.
Yeah.
Like
20.
At least
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna take 20 because 20 said I ain't belong there. 2 makes me feel like, we could have won this thing. 20 says I ain't even had.
I'd rather feel like I won and not belonging, but yeah, I don't want to feel like I don't belong at all.
But I feel
you bad vibes if I lose by 20.
Yeah, like
I'd rather say, hey man, we ain't there yet. We gotta get our program together.
So what if you lose by 20 in year 3?
2 hurts too much.
You lose by 20 in year 3.
2 means I was right there. We could have pulled this off. 20
means you wasn't close at all.
2, right, and I know that we weren't there, right? So that's the difference for me.
That means 20 means my mentions is in shambles. 2 means that I ain't like.
I'm cool. I can spin it a little bit. I'm
right. I feel you. All right, that's a good one, man. We'll wrap it up with that then.
Good
Pick
shit.
6, man. Good vibes, man.
Hey, man, I had a great time hanging out with y'all boys this weekend, man.
Always.
I love what we doing.
Can't wait for the next one.
Already, man. Vibes on the way. It's the roll up. It's the vibes. Y'all got any shout outs?
Yeah.
Shout out to the people that showed us love within the streets, man. I know. As
Big love,
soon as I checked, it's crazy. As soon as I checked into the hotel and got my damn car, seen the fan walk by. CJ, what's good? What's good? You know that type of
yeah,
deal.
CJ was a superstar, man.
Well, they was asking me what CJ was.
They said what CJ at. They wanted pictures with CJ.
Yeah, man. So shout out to the fans, man, that listen to the content and fuck us, man. 100%.
A lot of love, a tremendous outpour of love, man. I felt it as well. I want my Miami stuff to, stir it up a little bit, but I still got a lot of love. A lot of people already knew who I was. So shout out. I
ain't wear my Gator shit because we was in Louisiana, and once they
came
full
Sean Taylor jersey, you mad.
Yeah, see, I ain't had no ops, right? Except y'all, but he pulls out the Gator gear. He got ops on both sides.
I wouldn't worry about Florida State. We straight. I would worry about Louisiana. If they start fighting Florida State people in the streets, they be like, well, get his ass too.
Like, that's a Gator fan, get his ass too.
They say, get his dog.
Right. Beat his ass that Mac.
Beat him that Mac too.
But real quick, shout out to them. But I also want to shout out to the homie podcast affiliate with on the network, Dr. Duyan, and his book Neuroplasticity. I meant to take it with me on the road. It's not a huge book, anyways.
You ain't gonna read that. We was arguing, bro. How you gonna read that when we arguing the whole ride?
Oh yeah, I mean, exactly. I'll finish this book by the time we do the next show. But I do want to shout him out. I wasn't capping when I told y'all I ordered that book at the time a few weeks ago. So I do have the book. I'll knock that out. Absolutely by the time we do the next show.
That's what's up.
All right.
See, you already did your shout outs. Hey man, shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to all the Florida State fans I ran into, man. It was big love everywhere I went from the Kush is big, bro. It's beating my ass, man. But it was big love from Florida State fans, man. Appreciate everybody for coming out, supporting everything we got going. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Like, subscribe, retweet all of our stuff, comment, engage with us, man. This is the streets. This is Big 3 the community, man. Hang out with us at the tailgates, on these live streams, on the timeline.
Come on.
We outside.
They only gonna get better. We'll see y'all there.
All right, let's get out of here.
Peace.